Everything's going and
Buck's always slow.
yeah. Tonight we're going to be talking everything about Syndicate 2. Welcome to the weekly live.
3.
Syndicate 3. Sorry, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I'm still recovering from the trip. All right, so just so you guys know, I am Joker for Players Wanted. With me is the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virtue from Sinister Customs. Down below is Mr. Growly himself, Beowulf. And it's Mike.
What's up, guys? It's been a while.
All right. So, yeah, it's been such a long time since we've all been on here. All right. So, we're going to talk about a couple things tonight, especially when it comes down to Syndicate. We're obviously going to be updating the rules in real time for some of this stuff. We're going to explain a few things, and we're also going to have some not so nice conversations with a particular individual. With that being said, thank you all. I want to thank everybody that showed up to the event, that had a good time, that came out there to play Airsoft and have a blast. I still have not had the opportunity to sit down and go through any of my footage, but I've been looking at a lot of the footage from you guys. I know some of you guys want to update on how my mother's doing. She had her surgery yesterday. They stabilized three vertebrae in her spine. She's looking a little bit rough today, so we're hoping to get her in rehab by the end of the week. And then after the rehab bit, she comes back here to be with us if everything goes well. So let's talk some Airsoft. Where do we want to start tonight, guys?
I have a rant about entitlement, but I'm going to save it till later.
So much.
So much stuff that we can go around and do. All right.
Do we want to talk about the piss first?
I mean, I'm good with it. Start off on a high note.
Well, actually, I couldn't be there at the end. I had some personal stuff to go take care of. So let's start with my closing speech. I appreciate every single player that showed up to this event. I extremely appreciate the 85% of you that respected the AO, respected the rules. And as an Airsoft player for the last 20 years, I saw some of the greatest sportsmanship I have ever seen at a game at this event. I had other teams nominating enemy players for me to revive because they had just did something epic. I had a squad chase me down because they killed the guy, and they're like, please res him because he held this building by himself against our entire team. And they J-damned the building twice to take out one guy.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about J-dams in a minute, Mr. West.
But the fact that it happened on both sides.
Just one.
Enemy players, like, flat out. There was a moment in a tense firefight where I swore that the player didn't get hit and he went down. And I was like, that was nowhere near. He goes, no. I'm pretty sure I heard it hit me in the back. I was like, holy shit, good honor, man. Because the guy jumped out the corner, was just spraying, not aiming, and jumped back in. But he's like, no. I'm pretty sure the guy got me. And, like, I saw that repeatedly throughout the event. I watched a grenade go off, and everybody in the hallway went down except for one guy, and they looked at him before I said anything and went, dude, there is no way, get down. Like, the amount of teams policing their own was astonishing to me. And again, I say 85% because I also watched the other side of the coin.
It went from one side to the other. I'll say that.
Yeah, on both teams, I watched.
Yeah, there was extremes in both sides.
The 15% that fucked up fabulously.
Yeah, like
beyond
again, for some reason there was no middle ground this week.
No.
It was either extreme sportsmanship or extreme douchey.
Yeah, there was.
Somebody messaged me earlier about like doing the return. We returned back to the field for the second Evo about my demeanor and how I reacted. I went, here's the thing, guys. 85% of you are doing the right thing. There's a crap ton of you that aren't, but you need to be policing your own. Most of you are adults at this event. I don't need to be your mom. Our staff doesn't need to be your mom. if you weren't gonna follow the rules, play a fun event, and apply sportsmanship in every aspect of this game, I think I got to quote Papa Reese for this one. If you can't keep your ego off the field, you're in the wrong sport. But like the amount of people I saw picking up trash was like it hit me in the heart. I saw a whole squad of green running around with plastic bags hanging off their hips, and I was confused for a minute. But after every firefight,
Go ahead.
I watched them I followed them around after every firefight. When they died, they stopped, walked down the hallway, picked up their shells, dropped them in his bag, and I was just like speechless.
Do you want to know who that was?
He was just literally eating things and not giving a crap.
That was the guys in the bowling shirts that did a lot of that picking up.
Yeah, those are the Misfits. Those are my guys. Yep. They showed too, but there's another team I saw doing it. I wasn't gonna pat my guys on.
We're gonna talk about that in a second.
I saw more than one team doing it. I saw it on both sides. I saw a lot of people that did it because I know a lot of them wanted extra raffle tickets.
So I think I'm probably blocked by him, but I think Tim Conley actually deleted his Facebook page. Because it says Facebook user now for the message that I got last night. So I want to jump in, and because you're talking about that, let's say on some positive stuff. Yes, we are live streaming on YouTube at Players Wanted, on Twitch at Players_Wanted, and there's Mr. Walker. Yeah, and we're also on 3 different channels here on TikTok, on Facebook as well. The only place we're not streaming live is TikTok because TikToks are bitches. All right. So other positives. What about you? What about you there, Beowulf?
Oh man, the sportsmanship. I know we're going to get into this conversation here in a minute, but that kid who stepped forward for his team for a certain incident.
I have his name and his number for you.
Yep.
Yes,
I also have him on Facebook. Absolutely biggest shout out to him. Massive shout out. Absolutely wonderful kid.
Can you guys send me his information?
I'll send it to you right now, actually.
Awesome. Good deal. I was going to send that kid a patch. That kid in front of at that muster, I don't know if like every single player we had out there, but close to 500 players.
We'll talk about that in just a second.
Okay.
Because that's going to be
a whole conversation.
Definitely going to be hilarious when the stuff comes down the line.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a good moment. But outside of that, Beowulf.
Okay. I had just throw a random thing out there. My guys were coming forward to me. They were apologizing for stuff that they did on field that they thought may have been wrong or thought they messed things up multiple times.
Just ignore that, Sin.
Okay. But I don't. Actually, I do have a bearskin. I do have an axe, but I was told not to bring the axe, and I couldn't wear the bearskin unless I was naked. So I was specifically prohibited from that. Besides that,
by who?
Somebody else walking through my house. Anyway, but the level of what's that?
Check your Facebook when you get a sec.
Okay, cool. But the level of honesty of some of the players coming forward. I had a guy come to me and say, "Hey, sir, I'm super sorry, but I think I broke something on field," which I reported. He's like, "I didn't mean to. I just bumped into it." You know, that kind of stuff. Or any little mistake, people were coming like, "I'm really, really sorry." I think a lot of that was because Buck put the fear of God into him in the first day.
Sorry.
I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. Buck is my favorite hype man. I really want to hire him to go with me any game I see. For those. All right, kid. Yeah, you're a kid to us. I'm 41, dude. But we had that kind of stuff was just awesome there. The level of honesty again. The coordination from my guys on green with 2 weeks to really prep and get ready for the game was just amazing to me. I really like that. We had comms issues right off the rip. So every order that was given by me, Buck, or any of the designated team leaders that came forward was all by word of mouth and them like coming up to us and like, "Hey, I need you to do this." Nobody questioned it. Like, "Yes, sir, we're on it." They hauled butt.
Yeah.
But again, I think a lot of that was Buck scaring the ever living shit out of them. Meanwhile, I want to add that I actually lost my voice for most of that game.
Yeah, I come over and he sounded like a grumbly bear, and I was like, "What the hell happened to you?" And he's like, "Shut up."
I'm having to grab Buck on the shoulder and go, "Hey, I need you to tell him to do this." And then he starts screaming at him, bloody murder. God told you to do this. I'm like, oh God, did we start a cult?
I warned you in advance that Cartel / Nash or Federalist. I think I did that. Nash, whatever the fuck. We're a cult. We are a fucking cult. Tubbs and I started it.
What was that?
Language.
I'll go get mead right now if you want me to. I will slow it down.
All right. All right, Buck, your turn before I take over again. Go for it. Because we're actually Bash and Skittles are in the background in the green room just waiting. They're like, don't at us yet. So what were some of your positive stuff you got there? Because
had to say I absolutely loved the cream pie event. Sebastian, thank you for letting me pin you to the floor. Joker has that clip now. You're probably going viral for it. Love it.
I gotta start updating that stuff real fast.
I had a really big fun part of that section. Working with the admins that we had, some of the new guys that we brought on for the admin team this time around, absolute pleasure. The guys that stepped up for Green, the team leaders and all that came and talked to me and Beowulf, and we got things rolling. You guys really stepped up for me, and you really stepped up for Beowulf and took a lot of pressure off our shoulders in that regard. So absolutely thank you guys. You guys were a huge impact for that. Saw a lot of really good firefights. It was awesome to see and hang out with you guys for. You guys that were up on the second floor of 5, ow, my ass still hurts. And Steve Tom, you're a son of a bitch. I love you.
You said that was because you were chafing, though.
That it wasn't just that. I came around a corner, I had this, and Steve Tom was like, hi, bye.
All right, well, everybody, welcome Bash and Skittles. They're over there somewhere. I'm gonna go back to the main view.
Hey,
all right. So since you two just jumped in here, what were some of your favorite moments of the event there?
Is our audio working?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it is.
You first.
Unfortunately,
I'm not mentally here yet.
I have to say it was probably the most, like, the group was most excited about getting candy. I've never had so many people excited about receiving Skittles in excessive amounts of candy. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed shooting him in the ass mostly. And I think my highlight was turning all of Dark Horse 6 against him. Yeah. That was
Oh,
the best
the
part.
mini dom.
Mhm.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I love how you had that damn toy dog following you around the entire event.
That was amazing. I mean, we did find that in the morgue the day before by the children's room, completely unseen.
Whoever brought that home, you're cursed now.
Pretty sure I saw it go in the trash though.
Which, if you saw it going in the trash, why didn't you pull it out?
I'm like too busy.
He's like, I don't want to be haunted.
So,
With my rocket.
I will say, like, I want to give the shout out and appreciation to all the players and all that. For the most part, you guys were doing a really good job of keeping my stress level low until like some people did some stupid shit. So, which we're going to talk about a lot of the stupid shit in just a minute. But the event is always a concern whenever you're an event producer and that you're putting on a show, especially this size and magnitude with as many people that we had. That shit goes bad. Jesus, Beowulf. You opened that bottle so hard your screen shook. I'm just saying.
Sorry, I'm aggressive.
So it really was one of the things at the end of by the end of the second Evo, I thought that this event was going horribly for all the players because the only thing I'm hearing is the negative because I wasn't out there to watch. It looks like Bash and Skittles froze. So let's add them back in again. So it was really cool to see that after I came off the field and we were about to start the pieing session that everybody's coming out saying, yo, I had a great time. And I said, stop lying to me. And they go, no, it's one of the best events that we've been to, all this other stuff. So with that being said, I want to go and jump right into what happened and what actions we took with the idiots that decided to use M60s on the field. So first and foremost, the consequence. I'm going to go with the consequences of what happened first for the event. A lot of you were excited waiting for the Saturday night game, and two things happened. Well, there's really three things that were affecting the night game. Weather was rolling in, which is a minor issue that we could have dealt with. We had 4 medicals in the span of 5 minutes, and we had bad communication between like trying to resolve the issues. We did not have clear communication for the medicals, and that's one of the things that, as an event producer, we're going to strive to make better and everything else. Which we addressed that day, and then Sunday it was so much better. It was unbelievable. The communication on the radios was so much crisper, clearer, to the point. For those of you that don't know, it's like your first time running a radio. When you talk into a radio, especially in that event, when you go to greet somebody, you don't say, greetings and salutations, my good friend. It's been since forever we've seen each other. How fare thee today? You say hi. You say hello. You say, make it short, sweet, to the point. Because if other people are trying to radio in, they can't get over your transmission and it cuts up and everything else. And we had a little bit of that. We also had miscommunication on how many medicals we're having back to back in a row in one spot. But the main reason why we had to shut down for the night game, we could not run the night game, was because of the fireworks. It still hurts my brain to think that people who are marshals at a field would think it would be okay to go to the fireworks store, buy fireworks, and use them on a field, use them at a location. Firecrackers. I can't believe that happened. Nobody could believe that happened. In fact, when I started telling some other event producers what happened, they go, no. I was like, they bought firecrackers, lit them, and threw them into a building.
Well, but at least they didn't throw them outside.
No, because we found some outside.
4th of July, really.
Yeah.
So now we're not going to mention the field that team associated some with, because they appropriated that field's name into their team name without consent or permission. But what I will say is that the next day I'm driving home and I get a phone call from that field owner. That field owner is immediately apologetic and saying, hey man, I'm really sorry. There's some guys that came out there. I don't sponsor teams, but they used my name and implied that they were a sponsor team. I want to apologize in advance. Right. And I want to tell you that I had about an hour and 30-minute phone call with this guy. Really cool dude. I'll be going to his field in the future. I'm going to try to have him on in the things. But then I jumped ahead. But towards the end, he told me about some of the plays. So let's go back to what happened. So during the middle of Evo 1, I think it was Virtue walked up to me, or I walked up to the thing, and he has in his hand a handful of firecrackers. Now he goes, somebody's throwing these. Like, no, can't be anybody in an awesome event. It's got to be from no, these are fresh. These are just used in rooms that have been cleaned. And I'm still doubting. I was like, you're kidding me. Then he shows me one that was still unexploded. And I was like, somebody's using fireworks. So we put the word out. It started to spread through our admins and everything else to try to find the people. Well, some of you might have known the situation that we had with the previous company that would host events at the prison that we no longer name, Homeland Exodus much. And our player base gets very protective of the AO, which is awesome, plus us. So there was some headhunting going on. You know that 6'2", 275-pound buff ex-Marine, not Brainerd. He's 6'4", that was really pissed off. He was talking about finding him and physically restraining him until an admin would come. And I was like, no, you can't do that. You can't lay hands on a player. Just find him. So Evo ends. Everybody goes out. We just we were still going to be the original decision was to just find them, hunt them down, find them, being if things go through, and figure out who's doing what. Right. Until I got a phone call from the site owners because they said they're listening to our comms. Reason why they do that is if we call for a medical, we need an ambulance or a bus to get out there. They have a more direct route to get them out there than we do. So they listen in case we need something, in case there's an emergency, they can respond as well. They heard about the fireworks. They said, find it or you're not having another game. Cool. Started the second Evo. We go out there. Everybody has to go to muster. I get up on top of the stairs, start talking about the stuff that's there. Obviously, I'm still stressed out, pissed off, upset. And I said, who has the M80s? Crickets. Now, when I first said that, I was scanning and looking everywhere. I saw Colin, the player that came forward, look to his right, look up, look to his right, look up, like doing real quick, like what's going on. And then when I went to go sit down, when I said, come on, we ain't going anywhere, so I do this. And people didn't believe me. When I sat down, when I tell you the guys that have played games with me before or done anything, they knew exactly what was about to happen. My stubborn ass sat down and we were not going to have a game. Steve Tom goes, oh, shit. Like that. Most of Dark Horse 6 goes, here we go. And it's like, it was an M60 Canadian. I'll explain it in a second, right? It was an M60, it wasn't M80. But it was one of those things where when I sat down, finally, Colin walked forward. That dude had such a massive amount of integrity. I think every other player should have strived to that. During the safety briefings, I was saying snitches don't get stitches at our events. Snitches get bitches. Reason being is we have to protect the site at all costs or we lose it. And he came forward. He goes, I was like, why were you throwing M60? He goes, it wasn't me. I know who it is. It's the guys that are over there. And they go, the lead guy, which I'm not going to name. I don't need to name him. He's going to get the notification of what the decision was by the end of the stream. Said they're not M80s. Because I said, who's throwing fireworks? They're not we are. And they come up and they say, get up here, wait over here. Now, that guy came up against his team to say that they were the ones that were doing this. That's a huge amount of balls. I don't care who you are, what you're doing. If you're in this sport, you follow that dude's thing. So hold on. Before I say this, people are going to start judging me. So what I did was I sent both teams off so they could start the game, and I addressed the squad directly. And my response to them was specifically, what made you think this was smart to throw firecrackers? And they said, well, they sell lighters in the parking lot. I recognized two of them because they've been to our events before. They came for Scorched Earth. And I was like, what makes you think? And I was like, and at that point I was going to lose my cool. I was going to explode. And we have a way of trying to correct people's behavior and motivations and make sure that they do better, right? So I said, you have a choice. You either take a ban or you clean Sunday.
I'm not condoning that, but A+ for comedy.
They also, well, we're going to get to the other individuals thing because I'm going to read this one off verbatim and I'm just going to tear Tim Conley apart because this dude is a piece of shit. So I said, clean or catch a ban. Make your choice. They all agreed to clean. All right. So they go out. I said, get the shit off my field. They go, or say, get the shit off the AO. They go, they drop it off, they come back on, and they play for the rest of the thing. Now, Virtue, what you're saying about the team of Green that was cleaning, that was the team. They were going around in between firefights and all that, picking up stuff to clean up because they, at least the majority of the members realized they fucked up. They didn't know how bad they fucked up, but they know they fucked up. So, and yes, I can say it, Buck, because it's that strong. I'm counting because we only have 2 more that I can say before we get.
There's a difference. Ours are strategically placed. Your F-bombs are random.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Bam.
And you're right, guys. Well, Owen, I understand people that they should have caught a ban. So you invited Beowulf, but not wounded. Well, I didn't have your information readily available. That's your fault, not mine. And yes, I like him better.
I have your bottle here. If that makes it better.
So to give the understanding of why I did it, under the amount of stress I had, under the thing that there, and they said something else that was actually true. It's not prohibited in the rules. It's prohibited by common sense, but it's not prohibited by the rules. That has since changed. And I was like, look, I have about 8 more bodies that are going to help with cleanup. If they do the cleanup, they're fine. If they don't show up, they're banned. End of story. Gameplay goes on. We go. Then all the other stuff happens. We come back, and Sunday starts, and Sunday was a good day. A lot of great play and all that stuff. A lot of great stuff. Now, here's the funny thing that happened, and I think it's because of comms, but I'm going to say it this way. Saturday's war crimes were slimmer, but there was more attitude, more player attitude and player behavior that was intense. Sunday was more war crimes, but the attitude was better, which was really, really weird. I was like, it was like it flip-flopped. Usually you have high war crimes and high attitude, or local war crimes and great attitude. You don't have like the polar opposites on each scale.
I think the heat and just the steam from the yesterday rain at that point was just screwing with people's heads. It was like fumes.
Yeah,
I think the steam was getting people high. The PA soil's really fucking with their heads.
No, I strongly believe
Got
that
one more, Buck. One.
That was strategically placed.
I strongly believe that after we had that come to Jesus moment with everybody on the field, a lot of teams more and more started policing their. Not so much as the war crimes, and also the severity of the war crimes actually dropped too. But I think the attitude adjustment. Because I watched a lot of our teams. Like I saw one guy yelling down the hallway, and his buddy hit him in the back of the helmet. Like, but I saw lots of instances again when I was talking about earlier about that 85% of. There were 2 moments on Sunday where I literally pointed at somebody. It's my job to yell at people, not yours. But it happened twice. All Sunday.
Why are you talking trash, Seb? I see you talking over there.
Common sense isn't common, Tribal.
Yeah.
Common sense isn't common. We realized this. I didn't think we'd have to tell people not to bring literal explosives to an event, but you know.
So then I'm going to go on to this team because I want to get past this, and we're going to talk about the rest of the event and have good times.
Because this, if you're going to where I think you're going, this ties into my rant. So.
Of course you are.
Love you too, Jason.
Anyways, so Sunday rolls around, we have the raffle, and I'm looking into the crowd. I don't see these guys anywhere. They're gone. They're not there. Sure enough, as soon as everybody takes off, there's none of these guys. So Buck comes up, he goes, I have all their names. I was like, I have their names too. I got the roster. I got the list. I know exactly what team they're on. They are banned. Cold banned, and the entire team was banned at that point in time, plus one other individual, which we'll talk about him in a minute.
You know who you are, because I know who you are, and you know who I am.
And I know who he is, but I don't know who you are.
And I know who all of you all are.
Wait, who's on first?
I don't know what's on second.
What's happening?
I thought we were playing.
Where
I thought we
am
were playing volleyball.
Oh yeah, it's my future ex-husband Sebi.
Ooh.
From Paul.
No clue.
Oh,
Oh, Paul. I'm thinking of this event. I was like, oh, who's a Paul at this event?
That is Red Eye.
Get in line. He's mine first. I pinned him to the floor.
God.
I'm so happy that a man finally claims me.
Fucking
why-
den mother. I have been den mother since Scorched.
All right. Let's get back on track.
So these guys don't show up, and then that's when Monday happened, and I got the phone call from the field owner. He calls me up, and I told him flat out, I was like, well, your guys are banned. Here's what happened. Because he goes, could you give me your side? Because one of them's one of my field marshals. I gave him the side. I told him exactly what happened. And he goes, okay. And damn it, Buck, you messed it up because now we're going to get demonetized because I have to say it the exact same way I said it on there because it's funny.
Hey, no, we have one more.
I have
Got one.
3 more I got to use, though, at least.
Oh, well.
So he goes, yeah, it's a shame because some of those guys are brand new to Airsoft, like only within the last 3 months, and this was their first event. So I was like, fuck. And he goes, one of them is this woman named Sam and her husband. They periodically come into the shop. They'll buy a gun and give it to somebody on the field. I was like, she's a woman. I was like, fuck, she's a woman. Because not to sound sexist, but I want more women in the sport. And I don't want to have to ban somebody, especially if they're new because of this. Then he tells me that. I was like, fuck. Fine. I will hear them out. I was like, is it okay if I give them your number? I was like, you can give them my number. They can call and I'll talk to them. When I say that my phone started blowing up is not an understatement. So I had to go through and explain to every single person why it was so dangerous to use M60s. Most of their defense, and then I found out, like, after talking to the first person, that because the first one called me and then everybody else essentially called, that they kicked Colin off their team. So as I'm talking with them, I said, there's 3 things that I have a problem with. I was like, explain to me why you thought it was okay, why you approved kicking this guy off your team. I don't care about your team dynamics. I don't care about if, he wasn't a good fit. I just care about what your mindset was. And most of them were like, oh, we're 50-50. It's that whole, brotherhood thing. And I was like, okay, by the time we're done talking, you tell me if he did right or wrong. The biggest problem that comes up is especially M60s are cheaply made fireworks. Not all of them explode. Sometimes they just put a jet of flame out. Anybody, not me, I was never in the military, but anybody else in the military knows dust and pyro are not a good mix. It could cause a flash, and Bucks and firemen, it could cause a flash fire into the paint and everything else. Next thing you know, we could have a super fast moving fire. There could have been severe loss of life, severe injuries, and loss of structures at the worst. At the very least, we could have lost the AO, right? What really happened was your team, hold on, Buck, your team impacted at least 300 other players because let's face it, in that game, not everybody plays, right? You caused at least 300 other players to not have a night game that they're all psyched for. Oh, shit, I didn't know. So when I went through, I did the gauge of every single person that was there, and I said, that was my first issue. Second issue was you didn't raise up your hand and say, that was us throwing fireworks. When I said M80, you said, well, we're throwing M60s. Is that what you mean? You all didn't do anything. And most of them said, well, we're going to come up to you after. I was like, well, there's going to be no game. So next time, if you fuck up, like Skittles knows this because of what happened at Stonebreaker. What happened at Stonebreaker, Skittles?
I whacked a guy with Skittles in the head with a grenade launcher.
And when it was announced, I said, what do you do?
Go out.
Go up and apologize to the event host for doing something stupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all did. You're just an idiot, Seb, that thinks he can get away with anything.
Bro, she did not break that dude's GoPro.
No.
She didn't. No, she didn't. It was not broke.
Seb, you have no room to talk. You got tackled by Mute.
By Mute?
You did.
Who's Mute? Who's Mute? I have no clue who muted.
Mute was the skinny guy with the Vietnam helmet that helped me bring
Jason
you to the
over here.
goddamn ground.
I see him.
Bro, I was out of energy and he went monkey on me.
Yeah, that was great.
Energy to throw me like a doll by my foot and flip me over.
You're like 2 pounds. Shut up.
I don't care.
You're a basic white girl.
Okay, there is an exact reason when he tried to rush you that I stopped him, because even with that, you are still tiny. You are also the same stature as my wife, and anyone that looks in a remote semblance to my wife, I'm going to pin to the floor if they try to hurt them.
Which I love that because it was so helpful for me to be able to smack him with a pie.
I heard.
Welcome.
I call White Knight. I call
Also-
White Knight moment.
Fun fact for y'all. This
Y'all
one-
are jumping way ahead. I'm just saying.
This one will be joining us in one of the next events.
Yay!
Hey.
So we've already got our stuff. All right, that's all.
So the second thing was that they didn't step up and do it. Made me sit down and wait. And they were like, "Well, we didn't want to be embarrassed." I was like, "Well, you're going to be embarrassed anyway, one way or the other." There's challenge there. The third thing is you did.
I love you.
Fuck, I had a point. The Colin thing.
I think you
They
were.
did not show up. They didn't show up. They didn't show up to clean. Now they had some valid excuses. One guy, his aunt was in hospice that she's not doing too well, and one of the guys was his ride. Hey, I understand family. We would have had a discussion about what you do for the future on how you can make it up to us that you put us all at risk. And he actually did come inside to try to explain it. And Virtue, who was the guy with the red shirt, multicam pants, big dude from Mercer that was on our admin team? You know what I'm talking about, right? Because he came up to you.
Yeah, I know, and I can't. I'm blanking on his actual name. And
There he
it's
goes.
Steve.
Steve, right there. All right.
Steve. Yeah. All right.
They came up to you to say, "Hey, where's Joker? Because we got to leave." Right?
Yeah.
So they at least came in and tried. Nobody else reached out to us, and they're like, "Well, we didn't know how to reach you." I was like, "There's Facebook, Instagram, the TikTok."
I could have left a
text message, phone,
at Reg for crying out loud.
Yeah, anything that they could have done any which way to contact me. They did. So most of them apologized. The majority of those guys were all brand new to the sport. They have not been playing long, and they gave them an opportunity to apologize. They apologized. A lot of their things were good. They did good apologies and everything else, and they're taking their licks. They need to learn. So we're moving on from there. There are 3 people that are banned. So there's 2 of those guys that I decided to say, you know what? No, they're banned. They'll be notified separately. But then, in the middle of all this, we got our star of the show tonight that is going to be talking about what you don't do in airsoft. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Tim Conley. All right. This fucking idiot. See, I had more than I needed, Seb, and you screwed it up. All right. Not Seb. Fuck, you screwed it up. I was looking at Seb's picture.
No, let's just blame Seb. It's easier.
Yeah, blame Seb.
I agree. Blame separate.
All right, so let's talk about what Tim Conley said here. So, for the let me just hide this for a second. If y'all think that my mom's not in the hospital, I actually just realized I'm still wearing the damn thing from visiting her today. My mom's in the hospital. She had surgery yesterday. 3 of her vertebrae got screwed in it, and she's going to rehab. Luckily, hospice is off the table for now. So let's read this off, and we're gonna. I want everybody to comment on this one. Worst Milsim event ever. Evidently, they never heard of.
What's that one? They didn't have insurance?
Yeah, Homeland Exodus. The beginning.
The beginning for money that you won't get back.
Who took the time?
No refunds.
Is that?
Why take the time to type this?
All of that.
Oh, this is only one part of it.
This is more effort than I ever could care about anything in the whole world.
Everything about this event was so messed up, and the worst were the people not following rules of the game.
Breathing into their mic.
I think. There you go. So sad. Best team got in trouble because all the idiots don't know how to play airsoft. Took out the biggest and best team. I'm sorry, but Oh yeah, I'm gonna give them a huge bone. Dark Horse 6 played the entire time and didn't get a lick of trouble.
Oh God, there goes their egos.
All joking aside, there were some other better teams out there than that. There was Push Gangs out there. Rush B was out there.
EBA was out there.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of teams
Though.
out there with much better skill and much better attitudes than this team, right? Let's see here. I love how this guy doesn't know how to just hit a period and then space. So messed up that every person I played with left the field bleeding from BBs. I witnessed a SWAT grade flash grenades being thrown at me.
Right, because EG67s are SWAT grade flash grenades.
Tell me you've never played Milsim without telling me you never played Milsim.
All right. So much friendly fire. Everybody hating on everybody. Worst Milsim event ever. Big House Milsim is a bunch of fake wannabe military guys. Pause. Let's talk about this one for a second. All right. Last time I checked, I never claimed I was in the military. I never claim I'm in the military. However, there's somebody who is ex-military. If you're ex-military, please raise your hand. Okay. Oh, man. This guy, I think, has only played. Pause. This guy has only played at his local field and events at his local field, is what it looks like, right? Anytime that we're at the event, I add into my safety brief how many people are prior service because of the grenade rule. Our grenade rule for indoors is different than any other Milsim company because we're trying to preserve the site and we're trying to make sure people don't get injured. When you get 11 grenades at one time in the span of a split second, you start thinking about that shit a little bit more.
And you start seeing stars or not seeing it all, but what do I remember from running the night game?
If they really were in the military, everything would have been organized. Rules wouldn't keep changing in the middle of the game. And I repeat, no one would be getting hurt like they did at the event. Can somebody tell me what rule got changed in the middle of the event?
I think there were a couple miscommunications for rules, but I never remember a single one being changed.
No rules were changed on the field. You all sucked the fun out of airsoft and should just stick to playing Call of Duty. I really thought the whole day would have been filled with cool objectives and missions. The only objective all day was to save Nikolai. All right, dumbass. First off, it wasn't to save Nikolai.
I can tell you what he was sucking on.
It was to capture Nikolai and bring him back. Is one of multiple missions throughout the day. You had SAM sites to capture. You had the radar to capture, the radar dishes. You had the chemical plant. You had the mortar rounds. You had multiple objective boxes to get. You had to get cards to scan on the intel box for the RF reader. You had multiple shit to do and accomplish besides Nikolai. You might have been emphasized the Nikolai mission because of how many points it was worth and how much rewards you get for your team. If I would have got returned with all my lives intact, your team gets 3 JDAMs and you get Dark Horse 6 for the remainder for an hour and a half. Every life took away a JDAM and every life took away Dark Horse 6. For a half hour from Dark Horse 6, the Op 4 team being used for you. And each team that used Op 4 was effective because we're going to talk about aggression and everything else, right? Oh, man, this one's great. I'm going to tell you what this guy said at this. Such a waste of money on tickets. Plus, the main guy hosting at the beginning of the day made a whole big deal about his family issues, but his family issue was just his mom that broke her leg a couple of weeks ago. He was acting like a goddamn baby because that shit ain't life-threatening, and that shit was a couple of weeks ago. Grow the fuck up, do your job. You're acting like a baby. I wish my mom just broke her leg. It's her fucking back, dipshit. Joker is a nobody pretending to be this badass army dude. I did my research on Big Milsom and printed off copies of the rules and waivers just to come find out the waivers I printed were wrong, the wrong waivers, and got in trouble at the desk because of their mistake. You didn't get in trouble, dumbass. You were just told to go use the waivers that we had at the desk. Fucking A. Let's see here. The briefing was complete. The briefing was completely garbage. Everything out of the event sucked. I'll be posting YouTube video explaining everything unless I get a refund ASAP.
No. Executive decision. I'm not going to allow anyone to give them a refund.
I don't even weigh in on that, but no.
I don't either, but Joker, I'll beat your ass if you even considered it for a second.
No.
What
No.
planet do you live on?
I read that. Gabe from MK Airsoft said, "Hey man, you need to check the Facebook page, your Big House Milson page real quick. Somebody posted something. I read it and I start laughing maniacally. I was like, this dude really just turned around and said that he's going to take it to YouTube.
Please.
Oh, I'm waiting for this.
Also, the only reason I didn't text you when I saw it, because I saw it like 5 minutes after it got posted, is because I knew you were with your mom. And I didn't want to bother you, so I texted Toucan.
It was funny. I wasn't even with my mom yet. I was still driving. I was in South Carolina when I found this out. At a Buc-ee's, mind you. Of course I was at a Buc-ee's. What the hell? That was weird.
But like, what a clown! Like, to actually go after someone's issues with their mom, like, you have to be some level of sad. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, keyboard warrior, like, to the max.
I want to see the YouTube
The
videos.
fact that I don't care about the airsoft review. I just care about what's going to turn into like Leafy versus iDubbbz in like 2010 again with Mark versus whoever this dude is on YouTube.
Well, we'll get to more of him in a second. Big shout out to the couple of teams and players that were actually having fun playing the game right. Everyone seems to stick to playing Call of Duty or wearing goddamn diaper when they step on the field. I came by myself and witnessed all day the Roanoke guys playing right and actually letting people tag along. So here's where this guy's lying again, right? Because he came with that team from Roanoke, Virginia. Oh no, anything but a nasty Yelp review.
I just want to state for the record really quickly, I met the guys who were throwing the M60s after, and they were not among the teams that we had for the team command for green, because you guys were all green, and I didn't see you guys take out a single new person or a single solo player, so pull your finger out of your ass.
Wait, is this Tim dude a part of the whole firecracker thing?
Oh,
Jinx, you owe him a Coke.
I love
Yep.
Jason's comments. All of
Yes.
Jason's comments. just now.
Yeah, no, I'm here for the comment section.
I'm
Yeah.
still waiting for Diesel and Stu, which, by the way, I met you, Diesel. Awesome meeting you. Stu, you're a little bastard. I wanted to see you, and you left without saying hi, you prick.
He's doing that on purpose so you don't know who he is.
I know,
Um,
but I have a full description now. I will be hunting for you at every event.
Let's
Be
see
aware.
here.
I am the comment section.
Let's get
Um,
right into the news.
and actually letting people tag along that nobody on the field. In my opinion, they were the best group out there. When they got in trouble, everybody turned on them. Yet they actually didn't break any rules.
Right.
They made rules. How about that?
I witnessed everybody calling them names and treating them like shit for the rest of the day, which is sad because last year I witnessed people using the same things at the event, and there's a fireworks store right down the street. It's a game, and no need to be name calling, treating people like crap. Nobody has ever used fireworks on our field. Ever. Ever. Nobody's ever done it. Now, here's where your shit's wrong, because Dale, the leader of that group, came inside, went up to Sin and said, hey, since they have chemical things, we have gas masks. Can we use it to cheese dick a new rule? That's what it was. It was trying to cheese dick around a new rule. We intentionally did not tell anybody about some of this new stuff because, hey, some of the shit we made up the day before, like the C4, the missiles, the mortar shells. I'm out there adding more stuff to the event because I'm trying to keep my mind distracted from the fact that my mom's in the fucking hospital. And we found these chemicals while we're walking through for the JTF mission, right? And we decided to put him out there and come up with a new rule. And then immediately he tried to cheese dick it. He came inside with his gas mask, and instead of saying, hey, by the way, this isn't in the rules, can we use M60s? He didn't say that because he knew we were going to say no, is why. Just because there's a fireworks store down the street, or just because a vendor has their branded company lighters for sale, does not mean is an open invitation to buy fireworks and bring them onto the field. There's a gun store in town. Did you bring your gun in and start shooting people? There's a liquor store in town. Did you bring booze onto the field? No, because it's common fucking sense.
No, but it is back at my Airbnb though.
So the funny thing was, with all this happened, I could have made a long response. I just said what I typically said there was like, oh, you're adorable. See you Tuesday. Here we are, Tim Conley. Which leads to
This is gonna get petty real quick.
I just want to say for all of you, while he's dying, for all the keyboard warriors that were out there defending Joker in the event, when Tim made his post, A+. They were very funny. Most of them. Some of them were actually really, really like to the point and cut him at his knees, which was awesome. But the rest of them were gold. I'm kind of mad they're gone.
The funny thing is that I could not, for the life of me, stop and just read the comment section. Some of them are really great. Some of them are awesome. A lot of people are just tearing into them. Nobody feels his sentiment. And then he turned around and said, "Oh no, you're bullying me."
To my comment, which was one of the most tamed out of the bunch.
Then
It was your tone.
he comes back and says, I'm going to be back next year. I'm going to do more shit. You're not coming back, motherfucker.
I got dozens of messages from people saying, please, can he come back? I want to commit more war crimes this time. We'll get the other team to do it too. Please?
No, because I don't want to burning my fucking buildings down. Because
No, we don't. We eliminate drama. We don't.
They were going to eliminate drama just as bad. He wasn't going to be standing after.
Hold on. Before you say that,
Your decision, Sid. Marcus.
I got the message that I'm going to read off that what he sent me privately before he either deleted his Facebook or he blocked me, either or. And then we'll have the discussion time. You better not put my name anywhere or you're getting yourself in a lot of trouble. I did nothing but speak the truth about your event and you guys got butthurt over the truth. Freedom of speech, right? My team wasn't involved in my post and I still mean everything I said about your event and you. Pause. All right. Your team, right? You said in the previous post that you were there by yourself. You're a lying sack of dog shit. You contradicted yourself.
I need alcohol for this.
Why do you think I'm already drinking, dude?
Let's get into the crotch.
Think long and hard about how silly you guys are acting right now, going out of your way, calling people, getting people fired because I made a post about a crappy event I went to. If you guys can't take the truth, stop posting events. You should just man up and message me in person instead of reaching out to other people. WTF, or why are you acting like a middle schooler? I've already talked about my law enforcement. If I get banned from other people's events, or if you start spreading my Raymond marks here, you're in big trouble. I did nothing wrong posting that and didn't break a single rule all weekend.
Try again.
You want the law student
Yeah.
or the cop to reply to that part?
Let's go ahead. All right,
Oh.
cop first.
Cop first, no. We wouldn't even do a report on that. Get the hell out of my office. Virtue.
You literally posted your content in a public format, i.e., Facebook. If you read the terms and service of Facebook, you can't do a damn thing about it. You just posted it into a giant public format.
Yes, Tim is like 13. Yes.
He's definitely a man-child. All right. So my response to him was pretty much, and this was me on the shitter earlier. You're a total. You're a complete and total moron. You'll be mentioned tonight's stream. Your posts, which we still have, and your follow-up comments of threatening to do more shit are all screen capped. Dale got fired because of his own actions. I did not call anyone. They called me. What you fail to realize is the event hosting community is extremely small, and they all talk to each other. see your comment about it was so out of line. That alone is a problem for you. By all means, have your lawyer contact me. You're not getting your banned. Share your stupid ass comment, and I will share your stupid ass comments with the world. What you and your team did was so incredibly dangerous. It is unreal, right? So that's the thing that most people don't realize is that event producers talk to each other, even if they don't like each other. They'll say, hey, by the way, this happened at my event. Here were the actors involved. Just giving you an FYI. I'm not telling you to ban them or not. 9 times out of 10, if it's something like this, where they're then threatening to come back, event producers go, no, we don't want that. I'm not speaking for any of them. Dale got fired because of his actions, not mine. Everybody called me. I didn't call anybody. I could prove it on my phone. They're all incoming calls. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Now, with that being said, who wants to talk about this first?
I'm going to let me step in here real quick. Firstly, as to what you just stated, I am literally in a chat group with 12 field owners that we have conversations about stupid stuff all day. Some of them contacted me and asked me what the hell happened at our event. I said nothing. This is the internet age. Information travels at light speed. Yeah. But no, this takes me right into my entitlement rant. Where did you bring it up? About Nikolai being the only objective or the only mission all day. I had players, and I will never understand this, as an admin, stop me and say, hey, where's this objective? And I looked at them, I said, go find it. We are not going to hand feed you. We are not going to spoon feed you. This is not an event on rails. This is not a theme park style event. You are here to play an event. You are here to experience all the things we put together. Go find it. There were so many teams that walked up to me and they were just like, hey, we heard there might be something here. It's like, did you grab any intel? And they're like, oh yeah, we got it right here. It's like, cool. You cracked that laptop. You figured out there's something over there. Good hunting. And they were like, what? Yes. And they would take off running. Beowulf himself pulled me in because he wanted to find out something. I said, did you guys capture any intel? Cool. I dropped them a hint about a mission. They went after it. Christian did the same thing on his end. Anybody that went out looking to play the game found those missions. They found those items. They had a blast. One guy complained that the way I ran the mortar strikes were not click and point death. I hate click and point death. I hate the fact that somebody on the other side of the AO can point at a map and wipe out my team. So when I gave them the thing, it's like, here's a football. Go get your objective. Go mark your objective. Those guys, it was absolute hilarity. They snuck around. One team came down to the last guy who actually had the football. He managed to sneak his way past the squad, the entire enemy team, to blow up the objective. He turns, he looks at me, he goes, that is the most fun I have ever had in an airsoft event. He's like, I don't even care if my entire team got wiped out. I made it. And that's the moments we were trying to create. Those are the things we were trying to do. Now here's somebody like this, juvenile man baby, complaining that he couldn't find something to do is utterly ridiculous.
That's the thing, though. I call BS because his team. So the team told me everything that they did because I said, "Look, you be honest with me. Even if you did wrong, we can address it and we can move forward, and you can become better players. Because you're new players, I want you to become better players. I don't want to exclude people. I want to include people. Since the first game at the prison, we've only banned 4 people up to there."
Thank you, Steve.
Hold on. I'm going to have to mute Jason Tom just so I don't laugh as much, okay?
No, leave him. He's the best part.
Please leave him, please.
As far as people finding stuff to do, I'll comment on this real quick. Yeah, this will go to something they're going to show later that Buck has video of. My guys on green, like all the team leaders and just like the individual players, were hunting intel so hard that they were bringing me random things. Was like, here, I found something. And I'm like, okay, that's not it. But go back and find more.
Can we talk about it now, please? Please.
No, 1 second. Let's finish this up, and we're going to start talking about the fun parts, okay? Because we're sandwiching here, guys.
Yeah, sir. It's I'm dissecting this because it literally blows my mind. Like, again, I was in the same mindset as Joker for a while. I was like, man, this is going horrible. Everything's going wrong. And then so many, and I appreciate every last one of you that walked up to me and said it was awesome. So many people were like, I can't believe you guys pulled this off. Like, I got thanked so many times that, like, that's never happened at an event. Like, nobody has ever walked up to me that many times to thank me for everything we did. And that was heartfelt. I'm not an emotional person, and I they peaked up for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, because my stress level was,
Yeah, stress levels for admin staff was real high.
like, did we have a few hiccups? Yes, we dealt with them immediately and we moved on, and that was the beauty of it. I don't know what this guy was doing all weekend. Like, literally, I don't know. And he's talking about he had so many people that he played with that got left with bruises from BBs.
All right, we are going to address that in a little bit. That did happen. I'll give him that much, but that was. Go ahead, continue.
That was dealt with. We tracked down the gun. We grabbed the chrono. We dealt with it. And it turns out it was temperature change, and the guy was using. Did an amazing job. What? Building 6 on Sunday as well. And that's the thing. I try to make sure our admin are there, and I hope that at any point in time throughout the game, if somebody needed an admin, they did not wait long, or they were right there. No problem, man. There's so much in here to unpack that makes no sense, and some of it's just blatant rambling. But I love the fact that he ends all of this with it's a game and there's no need for name calling and treating people like crap, when that is the entirety of his post.
Pot, meat, kettle.
You're looking mighty black today.
Right, like, what? And as far as the SWAT grade flashbangs, what?
Now,
One,
the
that's
only
not
thing I'll
actually
say-
a thing.
The only thing I'll actually say is if people are throwing the tag 67s, okay, those are much louder than an EG 67. And they look, no, they're not a little bit, they're a lot louder.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm like, they're close, but it is still a different experience from the real world flashbangs.
Yeah.
No, there are a couple of guys throwing those. There's a couple of guys throwing the trimmer grenades around, which are the EG67s are actually louder than the trimmer grenade.
I have something that is like actually pressing and important to this conversation. So
I'm terrified.
I knew that Tim Connolly at some point came into the chat in general and started talking about it in the Discord. Yes. And made his also apology post with everybody else.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He deleted it and I just found the post. Would you like me to read it for you?
Yes.
At 7:01 p.m. yesterday, it was me that made the post, and my friends are not involved in that post. I honestly felt so bad after things I said about Joker and didn't really mean it. I just woke up really depressed this morning and made a stupid mistake by making that post, and I already got kicked off my airsoft team. So I really would hate myself knowing my friends are getting in trouble because of me. I brought all the M60s and regret getting my friend to use them. I didn't think they were going to be illegal, and I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. I really didn't mean any of the words I said this morning, and my head was just in the wrong space. I'm manning up to my mistake and will take all the blame just to keep my friends safe. Surfer 6 brought all the M60s to the event. I honestly was gonna stay clean up, but my ride didn't want to stay Sunday. I know guys don't want me back, but I'm a man of my word, and if you guys accept my apology, I'll come back next year, 1 or 2 days early or after to help clean up, do anything. I am truly sorry to whom I disrespected and thrown fireworks at. I made an ass of myself, and I take 100% responsibility. I'll let Joker unload a whole clip of me to straight up punch me in the face. I really am so sorry about the things I said, Joker, with a frowny face at the end.
Oh, well, the emoji makes it better.
Hold on. Beowulf, you can back me up on this. because I know here in Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, and a few other places, throwing a lit firework at another person is assault. So
Boom.
if it's illegal to do this in real life, what makes you think it's a good idea to do it at an airsoft event?
I'm just gonna take a quick screenshot of that just for proof that it is there, and I find it incredibly humorous.
I'm sad Joker didn't drop the P90 I want.
What was great was, Sin, you missed the raffle. Where there was a G36C.
Thanks, Jason.
I said they need to send it to you to get upgraded.
No, they don't.
So, and then he deleted his post, which shows his true nature altogether. Can you restore that, Buck? 'Cause you have
I cannot, but I do have it in the audit log. I'm trying to take a picture of it right now.
Is that because he deleted his account or something on Discord or what?
Yes, he did. It is gone. He is no
So
longer in
it's
Discord as
removed
well.
from the archive.
Okay.
But
I will be doubling shit.
That's a
doubling
last
down
ditch
to make
effort
sure.
to save face.
Yeah.
Because you
I'm
thought you
gonna
were going to have more backing in the community.
I just don't. I can't understand that train of thought. It's like I know, swinging a machete at somebody's going to catch me a charge. However, apparently, if I do it at airsoft, it's okay. Like,
It's because it wasn't in the rules. So we're going to have to have a copy of all the state laws and the rule set.
Owen. No.
All right.
Are the best.
So, we'll say that again.
These comments are the best thing. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
All right. So that all being, does anybody else have anything to say so we can move on to some funny parts and some good shit and all that?
Oh, is the drama finally over?
Let's get to the funny.
Shut up, Seb. You caused half the drama to begin with.
He is
I don't
the
cause
drama.
drama. I cause problems. Problems are not drama.
You cause pain.
Conveniences. They're more physical than anything else.
So yeah, my thigh proves that.
That sucks. You're in the airport.
This gas. No CS
I don't even
gas.
think it's
Period. No. I'm saying it right here live on stream.
I have like a bruise this big on my thigh from the airport.
Sounds like you're
It's a physical inconvenience.
Dude, so anybody on Sunday that was in building 5 or 6 when I was walking around on site in the fight watched me get hit by at least 3 to 4 EG67s to the body. I had them go off on me. And people were apologizing, like, oh, I knew what I was getting into when I dove in here. Because it's airsoft, and I knew what I was getting into. Like,
so I want to start going over some of the. I want to go over some of the fun things. So,
I don't know.
Steve Tom from Dark Horse 6 caught his ass a nice fat war crime, throwing pyro outdoors.
Steve.
I roll up.
I yelled at him immediately.
Dude, I heard about that. I rolled up and they go, Dark Horse. I said, Dark Horse 6 threw pyro outside. He goes, yes. And Sarah was driving by in the truck. I just stuck my thumb out and I was like, I'm going to 1. Jump on the back of the truck, get pulled out. I walk out and I just walk up to Steve and he's laughing. And I just give him the. He's like, I'm sorry. I sent his ass to timeout. I was like, go back to F, stay there for 15 minutes. You're in timeout.
I love Steve though.
Steve is awesome.
He pouted the whole time.
Dude, the face, I have to say, the face that Steve made when I caught him, because he rounded the corner. Their whole team.
Bangham joined. So now this is actually going to be worth it.
I got to just kind of paint the scene for you real quick.
Later, Spider.
People were trying to come out and like get me on the radio. I was like, all right, what's going on? So I pop out just to make sure because Beowulf was messaging me for something. I pop out and I just see a herd of Op4 and I go, oh, that's not fun. I am not looking forward to that. And my buddy's like, is that Op4? And I'm like, you should probably run.
Hold on. Monty, you need to shut the hell up, sir. I'm going to pull up that footage right now. Go ahead, continue.
So we run inside. I post up in the first room around the corner, start taking pot shots, round back, and there's like a little side section that leads to the main entrance. So I was holding that, right next to the door as well. So it was a little T spot. One goes outside, one goes to the main hallway, one goes back into the room. So I'm right there. Round the corner, Steve Tom's just sitting there, pops the shit out of me, and I'm like, fuck. He comes around the corner, checks me, rounds the corner, and starts popping out at the guys that were outside. And he goes to grab his EG, and I'm like, no. Grabs it and is already like, oh, and still continues to just like let it roll. And he's like, oh, I fucked up. I completely forgot about that. No.
Oh no, I did turn off memory.
Yeah, I didn't Warcry it because I watched it happen, and it was just a Looney Tunes moment. There's a guy in the doorway. He throws the grenade. It bounced. So you know when you're walking in the cage right there in front of 5 when you're going through those bars? He chucks it. It hits a bar, bounces back, hits him in his helmet, and goes outside. He turns and he looks at it. He sees me. It goes off, and I watched what happened. You're still dead from the grenade that just went off. I saw what just happened.
All right, since Monty piped up. Monty.
That ass.
Monty. What is wrong with this picture, Mr. Monty? What is wrong with the picture, Monty?
Oh no.
No, I broke.
Oh no, you dishonor family too.
I want to hear this one. Come on.
Wait! You kept your mouth shut, son. You would not have a war crime right now.
Yeah, what had happened was.
Oh, he's wearing iPro. You can see it. Look.
Trying not to lose headphones.
You can see
Headphones
the iPro right
still got
there.
lost a
But
little.
what's missing, like, right there? Is it a gasket that's missing?
Is this the die that you're referring to, Owen? Because this was the die I was wearing.
Yeah, Nick, so what happened, and I don't know how to fix this without delaying every Evo, was people came through the first Evo, and we checked for gaskets. I had a pin checking seals. And what happened with second Evo, they took out the gaskets because they realized we weren't checking anymore.
Do people just want to lose their eyes? Is that like the goal?
Yes,
Like just
I would like to lose mine.
I mean, you have to. It's natural redundancy, right?
So the only solution I could come up with is we'd have to check everyone every Evo. And that takes away from playtime, and I really don't want to do it. But like with the level of stupid we had second Evo, there's one kid, I said, "Where's your Helo kit?" He goes, "Oh, it's in my pocket."
I know.
And
I was there for
stared
that.
at
I was
him.
like, and then what I did, I picked up the radio. If you all heard this, the command team heard it a lot. Joker the Smurf,
I'm trying to use it.
major war crime, DEA, major war crime, cartel, all day long. So
It got real redundant after a while.
Yeah.
whenever I was near the truck, all I heard was war crime, 2 for this side, 1 for that crime. And I'm like, what are they doing? Like, how can you continually do this?
Day 2 was like that for sure.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like I can't say that on stream. Never mind. I'll type it in chat.
Ramhammer, did you ever give me that video of the guy that asked for a grenade and the enemy chucked one to him and he caught it?
Also,
Teamwork
Mark,
makes the
I'm
dream
gonna be
work.
sending the screenshots of that message that got deleted to you in about 2 seconds.
What? Oh, okay.
Guild on virtue. Ugh.
Yeah, I
Good
wasn't
call.
gonna say it on stream.
yeah. So let's
your
talk
face,
about.
Booker.
I got it, Wyatt. So let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about the fun shit. I do want to talk about the Nikolai mission because there was like every game. So what I have to do now, after I realize that both DEA and cartel, you motherfuckers don't know how to push for shit. You don't. Where's Nikolai at? In the basement of 6, right below the commissaries. If you're what?
I walked to both COs and gave them the same exact clue of your
I gave
location.
big hints.
And I listened to both of them dispatch a team. to
No,
Building
I'm
6, and
so
they
it's
still
down by
screwed
the
up.
cereal room. There is a room that you go into that has a nice little U shape. It's great because you really have to push in. I will tell you all, if you just like, I think what happened was on Sunday, people took the speed and aggression speech, speed aggression. I think DEA or cartel definitely took that to heart because we saw that reflected after, right? I can tell you right now, Papa held down the serial room size portion of the tunnels in the basement for all the DEA coming, or for all the cartel coming in. They didn't chase grenades, they didn't go through. So when they finally did throw a grenade inside, we kept, I called it what Alamo, pull everybody inside, go inside there. So all Dark Horse are get eliminated by one grenade. It was going to happen, but I needed to get off I needed the mission to be over to get off the fucking field because I had to do a safety brief for some latecomers. We were down there for 25 minutes on the first Evo, and nobody really pushed hard, right? I was enticing people. I'm sitting there screaming and yelling in my bad accent, my very bad accent. Come get me. I am here. Nobody came, right? So they finally came in, and cartel finally captured, shot me, took me down. What they did next was
Papa's cereal sized.
Yeah, listen, I don't like the cereal box.
Please tell me slapping your face got in the video. Please.
Cereal.
We need more guys. What's up? Take them back. What do you want to do?
He can't.
What's up? What do you want to do? Take them back, prisoners? I don't want to be part
You
of
cannot take Pops back.
What's up? No, I'm here just to collect this stuff. Yeah, I don't want to be part of that.
I don't want any part of that. They turned around and left. They're like,
Sorry.
nope, I'm not going after Nikolai. So I give these guys credit because they sat there. I sat down and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. They did not want to engage or do something. So I'm just trying to pull up the video with Carcult. Oh, crap. I hit the wrong button. Shit. It's Buck's fault.
Probably.
I had Starburst jerky and Thin Mints. At least it wasn't ball jerky.
I will say I did get to hear the most hilarious conversation in the tunnel. Joker said something in his bad Russian-Irish accent, and somebody said, "It's Nikolai. Isn't that the guy we got to wrestle?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they just kind of stared at each other. It's four guys. He's like, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not. All right. And then they walked away.
That's your one buck bash. That's the only one you get, and that's because you helped me pin Seb to the floor.
I'll be honest, I was so glad that I switched to like the civilians or whatever, because I was like, if I run into Mark and I have to like attack him, like what the frick am I gonna do?
Just act as dead weight.
Excuse me, Nikolai, can I have a piggyback ride back to the location? Like that's like all I was gonna do. He's like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get flung. I'm gonna get thrown against the wall.
So here's where Buck decided to show up for that.
Somebody wants the exit. Somebody get the exit ready. Clarification, you run them on shooting, correct?
Yeah, but you're not supposed to do that.
Grab the exit rifle.
No, you can shoot me anywhere.
Grab the rifle. Here, Claire, I got it.
It took them so long to come up with a decision of what they're going to do.
Hi, beautiful. How are ya?
It took you long enough.
Get ready to move.
I love you so much. Let's go.
Now.
Careful. I will not hesitate to shoot. Jump it, I will lift you. Grab his legs. No. Down. Legs down.
Walk like this. Come on, big baby.
I'll you that.
I got you.
You will behave. I'll fucking die.
You will behave. No, not quite.
Hey, you got guns.
So this struggle goes on for a little bit, and then ultimately they don't realize I have a knife under my shirt right here. I then pull said knife out because we're stuck inside of a section of the tunnel, and then I stab Buck repeatedly in the side. I stab.
It was not the side. Clarify, because I have a hard shell case that was directly on my stomach that he continued to slap, thinking that it was my flat stomach. It wasn't. It was a hard shell case.
I want to talk about though how bad airsofters are looking for weapons, because I ran the JTF mission, like I was in there with them, and like only one person over 4 games found my knife, and it was an ungodly amount of people that I destroyed.
May I tell you, the one kid that killed the
Trust one fucking section of people to search him, and then I get the flame.
HVT, you mean?
Yeah, I'm tired, dude. Yeah, the one kid that killed him and then screamed, I'm admin telling you to stand up or something. Like he tried to they didn't want to pick him up, or the fact that they shot him in the foot or killed him. I don't remember the situation. I wasn't in the room.
Yeah,
but we hear screaming from the room that the HVT is in, and we hear, I'm admin telling you to stand up. And Fallon looks at Zach and then looks back at the kid, looks down at the body and goes, yep, that's gonna get him going. So they make them drag out David, and they didn't want to deal with it. So I'm pretty sure they ended up killing David, and then they took me, and then they took her, and Nate, and exfilled the prisoners and left the HVT.
No, meanwhile, while this is going on, they gave me to some guy named Dan. And I had to go back and apologize to Dan because I'm screaming every obscenity at him as a prisoner. I'm like, you Dan, screw you, blah, 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 blah. And they take
she was using actual curse words. That's great. I want to hear her say it on camera.
No. I didn't have a camera on me, but we got outside. And honestly, that was my favorite moment because this guy comes back up later. And he goes, I just want to thank you guys because that was our big scene that we threw in that mission. Thank you guys so much for making that a fun event.
That I cannot say on stream without getting you absolutely
demonetized. No, we'd be gone. But
no,
we won't. But I look at him and I go, well, just apologize to your buddy Dan. He goes, I'm Dan. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So...
yes, I did stab the crap out of your buddy Mason. I stabbed the crap out of a lot of people.
They just don't search. Here we go. This is when it all went down with Buck.
You're dead. I need help on the right side. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, pineapple juice. Pineapple juice. Shut up. You're dead. You're dead. And you're dead.
You okay?
Yeah, hold on. 1 second. I need these 3 guys. What? Shut up.
Guys.
Hold on. You're dead. I've already stabbed you. Look. You're dead. I've already stabbed you.
What? How the fuck did you stab me when I had your wrist?
Sounds like a tough film.
Oh shit!
He's got a fucking knife.
Look at how many people are following. Just look at how many people are there that are pulling me out. I just wanted to point that. I was like,
You had a knife?
Fuck you on the bike!
Sorry, I had to put green in. Okay, somebody else search this motherfucker and make sure he has not got a knife on him.
Check his wrist!
Hey,
Ankles,
ankles. Somebody get him a medicare. We need that. Where's your rag at? I got it.
Can I go under your shirt?
Hey, how'd you miss that?
Wait a minute.
What the fuck? I told you to search his brass.
The guy that's searching you was the guy that we have the story about.
All right, hold on. We had a statement came up over here I want to address after this video.
I just like that.
I told you to search his brass.
You cannot be medic.
Secure exit.
Oh, wait,
We're
sorry.
clear. Okay.
Let me up.
I feel something right here.
Okay, I have nothing to
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Try. Yeah.
There's something back there.
Whoever was
Sorry
nice.
about that. I had to get an invasive.
Oh shit.
We need more bodies.
Go ahead.
Who's got my shotgun?
Hey, who's next?
Mine.
Mine.
We have control of this hallway currently.
I think right about here is where I grabbed this dude's gun.
You cannot. Hey! You cannot be medic if I knifed you. I killed 3 guys.
Yep.
That's true.
I need help over here. Yes.
I can't do it just
Take
myself.
primary security.
What?
That's this guy's gun right here.
security. Right, guys.
I'm gonna need help. I'm not strong enough. There you go.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey, buddy. On him now. I got one. I killed
1 second, while you guys watch that.
Hold up. He's trying to get the gun. Here, take my gun. Take my gun now.
Hold up.
Don't shoot him.
I have him in a safe hole. He's safe. You good? You breathing?
Guys,
Breathe.
watch forward.
Okay, somebody else get on his back, and we make sure we can move
Big
him.
guys.
We need big guys. Let's go.
250 pounds plus. Step forward. I weigh 3.
I weigh 260, or no, 280. I weigh 280. No.
We need you to guard his back.
All right, so there's one other moment. I'm going to find it, and then we'll talk about it. So, yeah, I think I know which comment you want to talk about. You want to talk about this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, go right ahead.
So here's the thing. That's not factually true. Our embeds police their own side. They can't be biased or call in stuff on the other side of the team. That's all they're doing. The only people that are authorized to call in things on the other team are the 3 senior admin and the 2 combat controllers, because they can't win the game. It's that simple. They have no dog. We have no dog in this race, and that's the reason I don't play. That's the reason I am not CO of Green anymore. I am outside of that, so there is no bias. And when it comes down to our embeds, they police their own side. So all the war crimes that were reported, or if you want to be technical about it, were reported by your own teammates.
Yep.
You remember the guy that was screaming at your face on green side? Hi, that's me. I was yelling and screaming to the point where my throat was raw, and I couldn't come home sounding like I wasn't a smoker.
Sounding like me.
He sounded like a bear. Yeah, like you.
Yes, I sounded like that.
So if you did something,
you did.
and you saw your teammate lean into his radio, it's because he saw you do something stupid.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, our embeds can't win the game.
I'm gonna just say for anybody who walked in halfway through that video, that was gameplay. That you didn't walk into a weird porn.
Oh wait, hold on. I found the spot I want to look at.
Oh, fucking push! This is not how I expected the Navy to be.
That's how you expect the Navy to be.
Well, they always say it's not the Navy's motto is there is no wrong hole.
Get your gun away now. Safety, sir. Pick up your gun.
I love how Bash and Skittles are just like
Discount snuff film.
Yeah.
And
that's
as far as the embeds go, they don't even actually know where the objectives are, so they can't cheese them.
Yeah, they can't cheese it. So in contrast, we then had the DEA try to take me out. And that in itself was freaking hilarious because it took a while. I mean, it took over 45 minutes for DEA to push in. But I will commend Beowulf for the Nikolai mission is the next mission for them. I'm going to drop a JDAM right on the building, killing 40 plus foot mobiles. And I was like, because I'm trying to find the video where I walked outside. I was like, where are you going? And they're like, we're all dead. What do you mean you're dead?
This is a message from the man, the myth, the legend. More love than you can ever handle. Curtis Tubbs Reisman. Buck, next time we have to search him, we need to show him us putting the rubber gloves on.
I don't know. Somebody brought him in front of me and started pulling his shirt. I was like, whoa. Oh.
Maybe it's just because I'm a girl, but like I literally told one of them during the mission. I said, they go, do you have anything on you? I go, I have a knife. They go, she's good. I stabbed him.
Yeah, it's probably because they didn't want to get in trouble for like trying to fill you up or something.
It was right here.
Yeah, to be fair, airsofters are the same group that 3 times in a row captured the wrong black guy.
I'll give you that.
Speaking of that, Bangham, you still on here? That man.
I love Bangham.
Bangham inadvertently put the fear of God in a player. And it was all facial expression.
I mean, I won't look from that man either.
Because the way the kid looked back, the kid got smart about something, and Bangham went over to correct him. And I tried to calm Bangham down because the look on the kid's face was, oh, God, this guy's about to beat my ass.
Oh, I'm about to beat someone's ass.
Bangham turns around and goes, no, I'm calm. I got this. And I was like, okay. This kid, like, he was already pasty.
Terrified.
He went like Casper White.
I'm trying to find where I ran outside to the guys to
Also, before we hop into more good stuff, did you want to address the last ban?
That's fine.
Eyes, Bucks, camera, one. There he goes.
Oh, never mind. Hang on. 1 second. Hang on.
I want to address this one comment. I don't put a knife anywhere that you can't touch. So if you ever play a mission with me or something and I need to be searched, I'm responding to this one person's comment from Owen. I don't ever put a knife somewhere I don't want you to touch it. So
Joker would.
I won't. I'm not a dirty player. I don't do that.
I just want to point out that when they searched me, when Cartel searched me, they put me belly down. I was like, oh great, I'm gonna be laying on my knife. This is awesome. When they rolled me to pat me down, the knife shifted here. So they're like this. So it's still on the ground. When they rolled me over, it shifted over here. So like this. So they didn't find it because they didn't stand me up and lift the shirt out. When DEA captured me, they found the knife right here. The guy's holding my arm where the knife's in the padding right here. And he's like grabbing me by it. And I'm like, all right.
Also, I don't think any of those guys felt bad because I want you guys to know I was face planted into the floor. Like Seb is against a wall, and no, they have me pinned against the floor. And I heard one of them say they wanted to sit on me. Did they? Thank God not. But they were not worried. Okay, they were. They were just dumb.
I'm surprised, knowing some of the airsofters that we have on the field, no one asked you to sit on them.
No, I would have denied that request. I'm sorry. I would have slashed them. They would be dead.
Where the hell's the video? Because it's funny as hell.
Guys, I'll tell you right now. If you see me, my knife is right here. If you are on this live, it's right here. I don't put it anywhere else. I'm just telling them so they know.
Or these comments.
It'd be a good.
Oh, I don't have it on video. No.
I wish the JTF missions were on video. I hope some of those get posted.
Oh, wait, actually, there is one. Let's go ahead and bring that up real quick. I think there was
What's going on with my freaking.
All I saw was me huddling in the corner.
Camera's burned out from working your OnlyFans, Buck.
Oh, shit.
Rip. After the
God damn it, stop it.
That was my last one. For me? Yeah, because I gave both of you. Okay, and I used mine.
Oh God, that's great. Let's see here. Where the hell is it at? That was in the. All right. By the way, throwing all these different things in different areas, man, is like driving me nuts. I think it's under self promo. There we go. This is the JTF mission.
That was our last game.
There we go. Apologies.
Used to exfil the guy you guys are supposed to go and rescue. Do you remember?
All right, well, we're not going to go through all this stuff.
Single file, go.
Get inside!
Move, let's move. Go. Second corners and go! Go.
Looks like fun.
Go, push forward. Push. Clear. Wait, install.
Whoever made this video is a professional at their video.
Go, clear. Adrian, that camera's in the other room. We got you, stand by.
We got a tech guy up front. We got guys right in front of us here.
I got a flash. Where they at? Get your hands up. Let's see your hands.
You got a flash?
Flash it.
The door is right there to the right.
Yes, come out!
Take them away. Flash out. Go. Hands up.
Kept going.
Cover the right.
Let's see when Skittles shows up.
I don't like
What?
Do you know where Jeff Dick is?
Negative.
Jeff Dick, your foreman. Do you know where you're at?
Where's our guy?
What's your name?
Where the fuck is he?
What's your name?
Do you have everyone?
Own it. This is Jeff Dick.
Jeff Dick.
Hey, call and command. We have the fucking high value target. Can we get him out, secure him?
It's up to you.
You know what I mean? Is he secure once he's out?
Yeah.
All right, let's get him out first. Let's go back in.
Say what we can.
All right, let's
All right, it's getting all choppy now. That's pretty cool though. That the JTF missions are already pretty. Say his name.
I want to say though that game was the most like put together because that last game, most of the other ones there was a lot of confusion, a lot of arguing, a lot of oh my god, shut that prisoner up. What do we do? These guys ignored us. They went in, did their mission, counted their members, and got the hell out. I have to say that was the most impressed by a mission I'd been. Did I kill 2 guys on the way out while they were throwing me outside and I died on the sidewalk? Absolutely. But they killed almost every prisoner in there. I would have survived had I not been feeling petty.
Remember, it's not a war crime if there's no witnesses.
It's also not a war crime the first time.
So that team deserves props.
If you bang them, if you've never done the JTF mission, you need to do it at least once.
Yes.
I gave them the offer, and then Steve Tom's like, "Nah, we don't want to do it." Yeah, I should have done a JTF. Yeah, now you all should have done the JTF.
Next time, come pay us a visit. And you know where my knife is now, so don't act like you don't know where it is.
I swear to God, I know you guys are kidding, but some dumbass is going to take it serious, and I have to add it to the fucking rules. Thanks, guys.
Speaking of gassing with the chemical dump, I think Beowulf's guys.
You should just add it just in case.
They were deploying it to try to get Nikolai out of the basement. They were trying to deploy it on Tan. It was a fight. It was a firefight for them to get to that building. They get into the building. I told them you got to get it 5 feet through the doorway to deploy it. They get in. After their team gets taken out, they manage to deploy it. I'm looking down the other end of the building through the gap, and I see Nikolai being drug out the front by Tan. They deploy it, and I go, cool. A bunch of green comes running up the stairwell right when it goes off. And I went, yeah, so you just gassed your own guys.
So here's what happened, right? We're waiting for 45 minutes in the basements for something to happen, anything to happen. And we're like, where the hell is all the tan? You know, I'm like, where the hell are they? And it's like, they gotta be around here somewhere, right? And they're like, so I go up the back gate, the back door, and I go out there, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I step outside, and all of a sudden I see it has to be 40 plus walking away. And I go, what are you doing? Where are you going? And they're like, we're dead. We got J-damned. I look, I go, I give you a life. And all of a sudden they go, oh shit, it's Nikolai. I go, whoa, no, 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 no. And they start running towards me. I run down the stairs, run through, run right past the Dark Horse, just going, no, 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 no. And they go, what'd you do? I was like, I kicked the hornet's nest. I'm running back inside. I get back inside, and it's still, when you guys throw a grenade into a room, you need to chase the grenade. Wait till it goes off and then sweep in there real quick and do it. You all threw a grenade in, took out 12 plus Op 4 team members. You missed 3 of us. There was myself and 2 others that survived, but we were hiding in the back inside a hard cover. If you guys would have chased inside, you would have been able to eliminate the last of the guys that were there. Instead, Green came up, waxed a couple of you. Then Green comes inside. I sent Dark Horse 6 out saying, hey, tell the Tan on the way out to come in here and get me. I'm bored already. And so all of Dark Horse 6 leaves, right? They just take Op 4 leaves. They go, I told them to go do some hood rat shit. So the Green guys come in. They try to fight me. I think it's Tan. Turns out it's Green. I was like, oh, yeah, you guys can't take me out, but you can defend me. And they go, why? I was like, because technically I sort of still work for you guys as part of why Cartel won't take me. So they did. They tried to defend me. Finally, Tan comes in. They take me out. They search me. They don't get the right thing. So as they're going out, I had they're dragging me along. They're trying to get me out, and I'm like, I'm fighting. I'm resisting. In the basement, there's a spot. Oh wait, hold on. That's not it. I think I could pull it up because that's where fuckery began. All right, yeah, this is great.
Hit, down.
That guy shot me.
That's one.
Is that DEA that way?
Yo, DEA, clear a path!
Clear a path! Ready?
Yeah.
Ready, go.
Everybody with a gun, move out the way!
You're hit.
So,
You're hit.
see if you can hear it. So, it's either Dark Horse 6 or Cartel right here.
You're hit. This is cheap. You're stunned. You're dead. You're dead.
Oh, that's right.
You're dead. Oh. Let go. You're gone.
I stole his gun.
Ah, my balls!
Hit. Here's your gun back.
Got it?
Your deadlight's on.
I keep telling you have the headlight on.
And you've been
My bad.
and you've been stabbed. You're melee killed.
Oh yeah, so this guy. There we go.
Nope.
Somebody, medic. Medic. Please let me through. Anyone? I got silence.
Your deadlight's on.
Oh, your light's on.
So is your light on, but you're stabbed.
He got into the night.
Medic!
15 seconds.
Oh, God damn
You guys are dead.
it! You said it?
Ha ha! Fuck you!
You don't like him?
It just bang.
That was fun. And then there was like a whole other bit that happened after that. Oh wait, I think I could show Mr. MK Airsoft breaking the rules.
I don't even want to talk about the fact that I didn't realize Gabe was there or freaking Brainerd until Sunday. Like, how did I miss them all week?
I don't want to talk about that. I'm mad. I'm really mad about that.
No? Wait, you guys can't take me.
No?
I'm not your mission.
Okay.
But you can medic me.
Yeah?
And
And do what?
I'm gonna go kill 10.
Yeah?
Yeah, medic. I'm on, Green can't take me. Green can't kill me.
Look at that. See that on Gabe?
Yeah,
look at that, Gabe. Busted.
Medic, take me.
Busted.
I know. All right.
Pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice. Put 'em up. We're not taking this knife away first?
No.
Yeah, that was funny as hell. Yes, I knifed everybody.
Yeah. I wish I had my camera rolling. You guys talk about not realizing people are there. So I watched outside of Echo, a tan player and a green player turn the corner. They both guns up at each other, and I was like, "This is gonna be interesting." They both put their guns down and started hugging. I was really confused. And the rest of the tan came around the corner and like they're like, "Get out of the way so we can shoot him." He's like, "No, man, I'm saying hi to my buddy. How you been?" And they just start talking, catching up in the middle of the field.
That's kind of cute. They're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna shoot you."
And somebody took a shot. He's like, "I'm talking to my friend."
Aww.
That's the content we need right there. That's Caresoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wholesome content. I think my favorite at one point, like I think like when you're talking about like around the corners and stuff, there was one point I only ran out once with the civilians around the corner, and all I heard was Echo 4 behind me, and they're like, or not Echo 4, it was freaking Dark Horse 6, and they're like, "Why is Skittles running point?" And I just run around a corner and die because I was the only one that, like, one of 3 people that had a working gun.
Shoot anything that moves. Yeah, dude, friendly fire was nuts all weekend.
Oh yeah, it was.
Well, I did say shoot first and apologize later.
I mean, that's fair. It's a game where you can't see indoors.
I just want to also point out my wife totally sabotaged my sushi by giving me eel sauce instead of soy sauce as one of the 2 sauce packets, and I can't eat eel sauce.
Mom's here. Hi, Mom.
It's okay. Loki will take care of that for you.
Where's your fedora-less child?
I don't know. He left me.
No, and I didn't. I'm just a cop.
Wait, was that you, Monte, hugging your buddy on the field?
Oh God, it was so going through all of it. We as a staff, we reassessed at the end of, like, we were told that we couldn't have the night mission. We made some definite changes for future events to make things run smoother, faster, and all that. But I want to talk about Sunday for a second. Does anybody else have to talk about Saturday? Because Saturday was fun, but I also want to give a huge shout out again to Justin, Mr. Beowulf. He jumped in at a moment's notice, 2 weeks' notice, to help run to be CEO of an event, to be thrown into the midst of it. And because of everything that was going on, myself at least, I did not have a chance to sit down and talk with him, go over the gameplay or anything else, because I was much too busy dealing with personal shit, right? Couldn't
I
really
did
do
sit
anything.
down with him a little bit, but I feel like I still left a shit ton out on him. I feel bad.
So we figured it out. It's fine.
We got it.
Yeah,
We got the dub. It's chill.
So I just want to say again, I really appreciate you stepping up, and I also want to appreciate Spider for going
Cheers.
back out there after he got a little mad at his team. I don't know about that yet, Meathead. I know I executed a few people at close range. So I want to talk about one of the things that I guess, Buck, we can talk about it. There is a gentleman that was running a graffitied minigun who is no longer welcome at our events. When you account for 37 war crimes, you no longer belong at one of our events.
And that's just for this one. This isn't including all of the shit this pertained person did at Scorched, this at Syndicate 2, Syndicate 1. It not okay. Big not okay.
What was he even doing that he got there? I don't think I could come up with 37 work.
Well, I came up because TAM players, after the Nikolai mission, I was going to go back to rest for a minute, get some water, because the cartel mission messed me up a little bit. The wrestling and the fighting and everything else that happened to get me back to the CP.
Wrestling.
Good. Yeah,
he was at Bad Blood as well. We will be speaking to Moondog about this particular person as well in the near future.
The only thing that we're going to mention is that they've been banned for actions that are here. We cannot tell another event host what to do.
Nope. But we can just inform him of the things that he's been doing.
It was the green minigun. Yes, Monty.
The green minigun with anime girls all over it.
So within the first 45 minutes of the first Evo, I had tan dudes running up telling that this guy's threatening to come out there and full auto us and everything else because they're sitting in a line of fire. I walk up, I go over. Their justification was they were intentionally shooting us. I was like, the rule is walk 5 fucking feet. And you hit, because it was right on the backside of Jay. They could have moved over. The attitude that was thrown back, I just simply looked. I was like, the rule is 5 fucking feet. Move out of the way. Because when I walked up, there was players behind him. And when I came around, they were peeking out and they were using their buddies as cover. It happens, right? That's why we have the rule in place. That was like the first war crime I called in the entire day was major war crime green, threatening, attitude. And when we started talking to all the other staff members, the war crimes that they called in about this one individual started to add up all weekend long. I didn't know the severity of the issues until Sunday, which moving forward, if you know that it's a distinctive gun, like say a minigun, we need to start addressing players that are going full auto into buildings because this person was full autoing inside of the buildings, into the buildings. So, yeah. Put him in the fight. It's in the death match.
I think he'd eat Tim.
So I'm not saying it lightly. We don't do this lightly, but that's not the first time that we've had a problem with this particular individual. And at this point in time, we just have to say, you're not welcome at our events anymore. Obviously, you get a little bit too heated. I don't care. You're blatantly disrespecting and not following the rules. At this point in time, they'll be contacted individually, separately, saying, hey, do the actions that you did at the field at Syndicate 3. You're no longer welcome. We do it to protect our players and the safety and everything else. With that being said, Sunday was weird because we were calling in war crimes, but there wasn't attitude war crimes. There wasn't fighting war crimes, except for a couple guys got heated, especially towards the end. When they were saying they're shooting into our CP. Let me pull up a map real quick. Because the DEA CP was, hey, that's not there. Oh, there it is. Come on, Mr. Matt, pull up. Justin, you're breathing into your mic again.
Stop breathing.
All right. So on the map, that building 8 is your CP. This structure right here, that's where all the hands are, like right there, is not your CP. This little parking lot down there is not your CP. Your CP is building 8. If you are outside of building 8, that's over 100 feet from this section right here to the door. You're shooting from the berm, you're getting shot back. All right. I don't care if you're upset or I don't care if they're shooting at you if you're by the berm. The berm's in play. The only spot that wasn't is a spot over here by the trees. Crap. Why is it doing that?
The actual building 8. It's like when we have one guy literally was able to, and it was marksmanship, I'm not going to lie. He was off on the side of the trail in that field and was actually shooting in through the door of 8. and I had to walk over there and get war crying them as they're shooting in their CP. They're all over there. I didn't realize it was their CP.
You're echo. You're echoey. Talk.
Check.
Try again.
Check.
Check.
That was weird. Everybody heard that, right?
Yes.
All if I know. But anyway, the kid was actually shooting through the door of 8 from the field. I was like, excellent marksmanship, but you're shooting into their CP. And he goes, I thought that was their CP. I was like, no, they're just standing around in the field. Those guys are valid targets.
Still can't believe the person that decided to empty. Who shot at the church? That was like the number one rule. There was red freaking rope across. Like, it's not that hard.
I thought that was squared off.
Why was that person not kicked off the field?
This is also the first time hearing of it.
No, because that was a misunderstanding. I heard that over the thing, and then I heard, or over the radio, and then I heard you handle it, Joker. Because it was someone that was shooting sort of kind of close.
There was 3 guys that were sitting in the shade by the church with stripped down gear. I talked to them because I said, hey guys, this, and they're like, we're just sitting here for a minute, it's cool. And I was like, and they looked hot, so I was like, all right, just remember, you have to go all the way down there and then come all the way back up again before you do anything. And they're like, no problem. If we go down there, we're probably leaving. I was like, cool.
That's a Horseshack question then.
Anytime, and this is part of the AAR that the staff's going to have. If anybody shoots at the church, they're leaving the field. It's that simple, right? It's just that simple. The church is the most sacred temple of that place that we worship, whether or not you believe in Christianity or God. That is our sacred temple that must be protected at all costs.
Because you break anything in there, I promise you can't afford to replace it.
Well, some people can.
Your savings is going to hurt.
Yeah.
Not worth it. There's no one worth shooting worth that amount of money.
And I just got contacted by one of the teammates, a minigun guy. So,
you may get a message from Mom on that one.
What's that? I did just get a message.
Diesel.
We're checking Jesus's. I mean, Jesus would call his hits.
He doesn't get hit because he's got divine intervention.
You're cringe. Next.
But if he did, he would call it.
We need a patch that says that Jesus would call his hits.
This just got a whole.
I mean, he took 3 nails and went down.
We are moving along now.
And I'm backing out of the room.
Oh, here we go. What were the immersion replicas that are out on the field? They sounded so damn good. That is Echo 4. That is their propane guns and everything else. This is why we hire them to do these events. Now, people are going, oh, well, like people are asking questions like, why don't you give refunds on the event? Because the ticket sales and everything else goes into the event. We come home with very little profit off this per se. Everything goes into the next event. It goes into the props. The JTF missions pay only about a quarter of what it costs to bring the Echo 4 guys up to do the JTF missions plus the civilian stuff that they're so good at on the field. Like all the blank fire, all the pyro, all that stuff is not cheap. And unfortunately, I can tell you all right now, there's not going to be JTF missions for Scorched Earth. There's a conflict with Echo 4 for that time. So there's a wedding. So
He's getting married.
I don't fucking know.
David.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Whose teammate is that?
Ooh.
I gotta say, the Echo 4 mortars were spooking the piss out of Sarah.
You're talking about the cannons that were going off?
Yeah.
Those are Wiener's propane cannons.
Yeah.
Those were great.
I don't care what happens. you need to drag him kicking and screaming
Oh,
to
he's
any of the next events that you are
he
going
is.
to, and I
He
am
is.
attending.
He knows. He's already got the dates set for the next stuff. Wiener's definitely.
I miss Wiener. Wiener would have.
Hey, no, he texted me. He's now up to 12 mudslides.
He's lit.
I mean, at least he's having fun.
I'll tell you, I'll make him this. I'll make him this deal.
If that was a really bad boat we were on.
Yeah, he's on the good boat. We were on the bad boat. What can I say?
Hey,
I'll say
that's
this.
Door handles included.
I'll say this for Wiener though. Nice. If he manages to come up to one of the events that I am attending, and he will be at them, I will cut his mudslides. I will take half of them for him.
Roberto has
whatever that is for. I don't know what his mudslides are for, but I will do them with him.
He drinks them. He likes them.
Oh.
Dude, people at sea, we were on a mission all weekend to get that man a mudslide.
And we got him and he got a $32 mudslide.
Wow.
At Senior Frogs.
Hey, we were having fun at Senior Frogs. You guys missed it. We were out on the dance floor. Seb was on stage.
There we go. That sounds more accurate.
Yeah. Too bad you weren't there.
So Seb was throwing it back, and I don't have pictures.
I can send you all the videos.
Girl, add me then.
Full throwing it back, twerking. He had his fanny pack that was bouncing. Oh, it was great.
I need all of those right now. I need them on standby.
He needs to add it to his spank bank.
100%.
Listen, there's a girl spanking her own bank in front of him, so I got that. So.
Listen, this man, he voluntarily kissed me while I was holding him to the floor. I gotta have it in the spank bank now.
There's 2 of your boyfriends in this chat?
Oh, there's a lot more.
3, actually.
Wow, can you guys move this conversation over to Seb's OnlyFans?
You also can find me on Feet Finder.
Hey, me too.
Oh, damn it.
I'm going to take another shot.
I'm doing great, Diesel. How about you?
Man, we need a straight.
And spend any money on mustard-covered buck feet.
Farmers only goat
He's still there. I mean, he didn't go anywhere.
Christian Mingle.
I'm leaving.
No. He's only talking about it. It should be. What he meant to say was Toucan Mingle. Christian. Oh man. All right. So, with that all being said, right, Sunday, even though the war crimes went through the roof, Cartel got super aggressive on the field play wise because they were doing everything. Dawn was like just a prisoner taking machine. I was down by one,
yes,
and she's like taking him up, and then people started realizing that there was a problem with the behaviors and stuff that they were doing. Like there was one tan dude that was in the heat of a battle at one and did a full auto burst. So I went like this. I pulled up the radio. I was like, Joker to Smurf. She goes, go for Smurf. And I looked at him. I was like, major war crime on tan, going full auto. And he's like, oh, shit. And so then he comes over and he's like, I'm sorry. I flicked the selector switch. And I just gave him the look. He goes, I'm sorry. I just got into the heat of battle. That's better. Then his buddy did transition. And all of a sudden he did a quick burst. He's like, oh, crap, I'm sorry. And then he goes, before I could say anything, his buddy's like, he goes, don't do that. It's a war crime. And I was like, that was an accident. You did it on purpose. So ultimately, all right, I'll let you all tell that story, the urine camp.
Nice. For that, you get to tell it.
Okay. All right. So, where's my piss cup guy in the chat? You still here? I forgot the name. There came a point where, I was telling my guys, like, intel, and prisoners. Bring me all of that. we were getting a lot of random things at the CP. Like, hey, is this intel? And I'm, there's a point of, like I don't know if it is or not, but let me hang on to it and I'll get with an admin. So this guy comes in and he is super excited. He wades through like a whole like group of like 8-10 prisoners that came in at one time. So I'm, marking my tally marks down. He's like, I got some intel. I'm like, all right, cool. Bring it up, bring it over. Yeah. Now I don't have gloves on. Buck's standing there with me. He takes this urine sample cup, slaps it in my hand, and I'm like, It's, well, first of all, I'm going to say it's not yellow at this point. It's
he just saw the cap at that point.
Yeah. And we rotated around, and it's, by this point, the urine in the cup is now Coca-Cola colored. And I'm like, oh no.
At this point, I do have to say, I don't think Beowulf fully had recognized that it was actual piss until I went, hey, that's piss.
I'm still processing, mind you. I'm just sitting there like, I'm buffering. Like, oh no. And I look at the guy and I'm like, I don't even have gloves on, bro.
Hold on.
Yeah, please play the video, Buck, if you got it ready.
I don't. I literally just found it. I will. I promise. I will make a TikTok out of it, and it will be everywhere. I will put it, and it will be in everybody's inbox. As soon, I gotta get it edited, but it is there. It is the sheer look of just, oh. And just for clarification, before anyone gives Beowulf shit, he did not have his eye pro on because he had someone covering the door. We were in there. He cleared his mask. Don't give him shit. There was a door. There was someone covering the door to clear his mask. He's clear. I promise.
You're emphasizing it too much.
What did I say? What did I say?
The door was shut. There was someone blocking the hole.
Did I say?
Who cares at this point?
I'm gonna mute Bash.
You have to mute me then, because he's in the corner.
Collateral damage.
Like a child.
Innocent
I am not collateral damage as mom.
Bruise on your thigh says otherwise.
Holy shit. Hold on. Do that again.
Oh, don't worry. We got our own workarounds there, Diesel.
Wow.
Ow.
That's called the airport with Seb.
Please?
Fucked around. She found out.
I did.
I want to find out. Please?
And all I know is that the security guard at the airport was going, fight. They were as invested in it as we were.
K-Derv, keep it in your pants.
Only for you. I'm still waiting.
Oh, God. So I will say that
A lot of stupidity.
Sunday, I was able to walk around, record, and see some awesome stuff, and saw how much the players were actually enjoying the event. So, with that being said, what the hell happened, Skills?
A shoe, a monorail, a headlock, and Seb getting a lot of his.
If you need to take off, you can, Virtue. Okay. So with that being said, I want to thank some of our awesome sponsors that were out there. So, in no particular order, XFOG, High Powered Airsoft, Amped Airsoft, Jackal Tactical, On the Go Surplus, Gunny's Warfare Center, Dead End Outfitters, Gert.
The makers of the piss cup.
The makers of the piss cup.
Thankfully had a really good seal on it.
MK Airsoft.
We love it.
And Sinister Customs. all gave stuff for the raffle and everything else. And I really want to thank everybody for all the stuff that they did. It really was. In the end of the day, we had the most players that we ever had at the event. We did a lot of stuff, and even though we had some situations with some ambulance stuff, at least we had this awesome event to piggyback off of, and so many people are eager for the next events. So tomorrow, I'll be sending out an email for Geigerlands 2 Electric Boogaloo. And I'll be sending out another one for Scorched Earth, which I'll be putting the tickets live. Of course, since everybody says alumni that was at the event, you guys get discounted tickets to go in. You're gonna make me give something up for raffles. Hey man, raffles are king. And I want to thank Wiener for the item that he gave me for the raffle for Battle Bus Adventures. And I know that Preacher was very appreciative of the fact that we brought Damien said that he could use his action track chair for the weekend. So it really was a cool kid, really wanted to go through and do it. We are going to have our own staff AAR on Thursday, which is going to be private. You guys don't need to see that. But I do want to thank the players, all the players, and everybody that's come up that wished my mother well. I really do appreciate it. It was obviously an emotional time.
I don't like whoever threw $50 for everyone to tackle me.
Yeah, we never.
That was Jackal Tactical.
Love them.
Thank you, Jackal Tactical, for giving me the opportunity.
Good job, Nick. I like you. I agree.
Technically, Mark, I still owe you $10 because, yeah.
The mutual JDAM.
You're still going, Beowulf? I finished mine.
I'm trying not to finish off this bottle of scotch that Spider gave me.
Mark's got that peanut butter whiskey. That stuff's good.
Thanks, Kevin. That stuff's smooth.
Is that the screwball?
Yeah.
Oh, that stuff's good. Yeah.
I was up to here when I started. I am done.
Can we wrap up?
Anyway, you were saying, Mark?
I'm just saying. Sorry, Mom said our daughter is not collateral damage.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not collateral damage.
I think she is.
No, Seb can be. Seb is always allowed to be collateral damage. Me, no. I'm the golden child.
His ass is collateral
That's an Arnold
damage.
movie, ain't it? Collateral damage.
One for each
Who's the one on the live right now and who's not? So the one not on the live is collateral damage. That's all.
Because he's being sulky over there.
Yeah, he's in a outing.
I just want to say thank you all to the staff that made this go on. Thanks to the players for what they did. The kind words did help. I'm sorry to the locker that I abused the shit out of because of the nurse that decided to withhold my mom's medication. I was probably the most stressed that I have ever been in probably like the last 15 years at the event and everything else. And it showed. Like right now, y'all can see I'm all smiles and happy because, well, I'm not happy my mom's in the hospital. I was able to at least do stuff firsthand. And you all are some of the best players, staff, and individuals to have around. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you guys coming out. And we can't wait for the next event. So let's talk about the next event, shall we? And get all past all the mushy shit.
Wow, chat is kicking today. 1,000 messages.
Yeah, it's going. Again, I really do have to apologize for everybody I do have to apologize to everybody. I was at a really short tempered, really short leash. I screamed at Toucan because of the radio traffic communication, which we fixed. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff to do and whatever. Oh, look, Seb's back. You know why I know why he doesn't want to be on camera, because you have the good chair. He's got the shitty chair.
This is correct, mainly because this one's taller and I'm too short, and about this much of my face shows in camera. You know what? You can get back out. I don't care. Go back. Go back and sulk in your corner.
Whatever. He's such a. So, Seb, are you coming up to Geigerlands?
Back up.
You come back, huh?
Yes.
You gonna rent that Jeep again?
Buck.
Free refund on it. Okay?
Yeah, I got a full refund on that Jeep. I don't care.
And our Uber's paid for.
Yeah, and our Uber was paid for. 2-hour Uber to the airport, stuck in the middle of Crescent, broken down. Perfectly fine.
Let me know when we're done talking about Geigerlands. I don't want to get threatened again.
Why are you getting threatened? Who's gonna threaten you?
Because I'm not certain if I'm going to be able to make it. Everybody keeps threatening me.
I mean, if Buck doesn't go, then I don't go.
So there's a contingent here.
Hey. We
He likes being thrown around by you, apparently.
It was a dream. It was a dream. Finding a man.
All of a sudden, Buck just slides into the chat like, "Hey, well now she said something." So
even my laugh is fucked still.
When is it again?
June 2nd through 4th. I know it's a few weeks. It's a little over a month away, guys.
Yes.
You're like sponsored to go to Texas. You be quiet. Someone's actually paid to go to our own event.
She's not wrong. Children, knock it off. Don't make me ground you two.
That's perfectly fine.
Oh.
So, I'll go to Geigerlands. Sure.
Yay!
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
So when is Scorched Earth 2? Let's talk about Geigerlands for a little bit. Let me jump on one event at a time because we have the last 40. Why didn't you knock it off? All right.
Sorry.
He's just trying to tick me off so that next time I do throw him on the floor. Face in dirt kind of thing.
I would really appreciate that.
I'm going to get so turned on in this process.
I hope you do.
All right. So, all right. So, Geigerlands 2 is going to be the 2nd through the 4th. The cool thing about this one is we're going to have you can sleep out on the AO. So technically, it's a nonstop event because you can melee kill people. Christian,
No, we cannot pie people at Geigerlands.
Yes,
we can.
Bastards for $10 per pie. Mark will be taking that money. We will have him pre-tied down so you don't have to chase him.
That's where it started. Was good. Whoa!
Holy shit, Sam.
The fact that she's so light and he can just go yeet like it's nothing.
The fact that he does.
Yeah. So, all right.
At one point this weekend, he grabbed me, goes, John Cena, and flipped me completely in the air. And
I like how straight.
That makes it perfectly legal. It's not domestic violence when you do it that way.
No.
Yo, what's up, Monte? All right, look. You can camp out on the AO. You can take over multiple different buildings that you guys can sleep in to build your own settlements and encampments. It is a low ammo event, meaning that you only can carry a certain amount of mags on you that has ammo in it. 3 mid caps or 1 high cap mag. You can always go back to wherever your encampment is and reload. We're talking about the rules, upping the rules to allow people to attack settlements at night with melee weapons. No guns. We're not doing because for reasons. Oh, what? You're not slick enough to like knife him in the middle of the night?
You weren't sleeping on that AO. You were going to go back to your plushy ass hotel room. Don't even act like you're doing that. Yeah.
I'm going to go to my plushy ass hotel room. Definitely not sober.
I mean, so am I. I'm going back to my hotel room, but I'm just saying, don't act like you're
After the walkthrough, I'm definitely not sleeping on that AO ever.
No.
Never again.
Not after last year. Hell no.
I was den mom for Scorched, and man, those buildings are fucking cold in the morning.
Brainerd, the only way to fist are the melee weapons if you have those Hulk gloves on. And remember, it's light as touch.
Wait, is that big Brainerd?
It's big Brainerd.
Yeah.
Gigantor?
I don't know if
Gigantor.
No,
Yes,
listen, your
Gigantor.
fists are a deadly weapon. You cannot hit anybody, Escanor.
That took me a second.
Remember the death whistles.
Also, by the way, heavy recommendation for you to definitely look into Airbnbs because they're so much cheaper than the hotels over there.
That's my traveling agent's job.
Sorry, I did.
So the hotels that we are benefit us quite a lot. They do give us some good rates and everything else. And I don't know. I like the Courtyard. It was nice.
It was.
And they allowed me to have a really late checkout, which I really appreciate. But by that one, I might actually have an RV, so might do an RV instead.
I would love to have the RV by then.
We paid for our Airbnb. We were $400 for 9 or 7. A total of we were allowed to have up to 10 people.
How's my back from the nurse? Don't understand.
Rent a real car, Emma. Why is my dad in here roasting me?
Because he knows his child's a disappointment.
So you guys can camp out on the AO after 6 from like 9 to 6 on Saturday and 9 to 4 on. Will you two knock it off? 9 to 4 on Sunday.
Nips, it's his weakness.
Is when the pew pew happens. In the last 30 minutes, the rad storm's coming. It's our mass casualty event. You have to collect a lot of stuff to power the vaults. So there's only about 10 to 20% of the population can survive inside the vaults. So it turns into a cluster. So as the circle closes and we start eliminating players, those players can decide to join everybody else and become rad crazies in this eliminate people. 6 o'clock on Saturday, all the guns get locked into the armories or taken out to vehicles. 6:30 will be the charity pieing. 7 o'clock is when the concert starts. So we'll have 2 live band playings at this event inside of Building Echo. There'll be a melee weapon tournament. So it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Technically it's a free for all event. So you and your little squad's going to have a lot more fun with it. So it's a lot of fun. The walkthrough. Didn't you run into ghosts? Oh yeah, we did.
Wait,
yeah.
I didn't hear about that. I had my own. I didn't hear about it.
Oh, I was escorting this one around, and we walked into building 4, built the RHE unit. So it's like 4 or I, depending which way you look at the map. And we go inside there, and all of a sudden I'm starting to get touched, and I was like, "Knock it off, leave me alone." So we're going through, and I'm still getting touched. And then we go to the backside where I was showing Beowulf how you need to protect this side because they're going to cut through and have a direct line to your spawn area to keep them down. What the hell? Thanks, bud. So as I'm doing that, next thing you know, whack, 2 scratches straight across my back. I was like, ugh. I was like, he's like, yep. And then at that point, he tried to lift his keys.
Yep. So now, mind you, he had already showed me the scratches on his back from the previous day or night, whatever it was. So these were new. I'm about 6 feet behind him. We both went, nope, we're out. We start walking out. And I had my keys clipped, like, just kind of at the 5 o'clock position on my belt. And I feel them lift up and start to snatch up off my belt. I'm like, hey, dude, we're done.
Hey, my only thing was I found my freaking dog. So.
You found your what?
My dog.
No, I think the ghosts were looking for like cell keys or some crap and trying to snatch them off of a belt.
Hey,
he's not talking about all the other stuff we saw on the way there.
Oh yeah. So we were in the basements, and I was just showing him some of the things, and I walked by doors and I go, hold on, what the fuck? And he goes, what? I show him that it was first. It started with the freezer doors.
Metal door.
Yeah, freezer doors. I'm shutting those. Son of a bitch! These were all shut yesterday. Shut them again, right? We go after we shut them. We walk through and we walk through some doors. It's like, wait, what the fuck? These doors were locked, shut and locked, and we don't have a key for them. Now they're wide open. We turn around, saw a shadow, and the goddamn freezer door was open again.
This thing's heavy as hell, mind you, by the way.
Yeah, Alan, I tried calling you back, brother. I got your stuff on my dash. I've been trying to get taken up. Everybody goes, not to worry about the morning after. Man, talk about some ghost babies. So,
I mean, hey, we walked around for a while. We didn't see anything other than my dog. That's still freaky though.
Yeah. We need to get like a ghost story night on the chat.
oh yeah,
Mine was from last year, and still nobody believes me. And I hate that I didn't have a GoPro.
And that's why no one asked.
Can I punch him? Please let me punch him.
Fuck around and find out.
why did Buck just do a ban on somebody? Anyways,
Later, Ark.
We're about to wrap this up too, guys. Oh wait, no, we're not. We got to talk about Scorched Earth. Geigerlands 2 is coming up, so I'll send that out. Now we'll talk about Scorched Earth real quick. Scorched Earth is going to be November 10th through 12th at the prison. That is our standard green versus tan. There may or may not be an Op 14. Don't know yet. I'll find out later on. But the civilians will not be there this time because there really are no civilians at Scorched Earth anyway. Scorched Earth is all three of our games are tied together story-wise. Syndicate is where the Fall of Society started. Scorched Earth is where somebody pushed a button, and Geigerlands is the result of the after effect. So you actually have stuff that goes through. So it really is they're all interconnected. So for Scorched Earth, standard green versus tan, the entire AO that was open this time should be open next time too. So we'll have the tunnels and stuff going down. A lot of the props will be there. And every time we go up there, we're going to be adding more and more to these games. All right. So if you like what it is, I'm going to put those tickets live probably on Thursday and send out the mass email list for there as well. You guys will get $25 off for being alumni.
I might come back for that.
Not might. You are coming back. I have no idea. I had the basketball at the beginning of the tunnel. We kicked it and it came back. Well, all right. Apex, I will say it this way. Were you in one when you kicked the basketball? The tunnel's sloped, sir. Hush puppies. That's a going Arc.
Did you see the video of us in the tunnels the day before when we were just walking through the tunnels near the morgue? There's like this one little hallway that's kind of a tunnel, and you walk down to the end of it, and there's just an empty chair. Like sitting in the middle. Just an empty chair. That was creepy as hell. I did not like that.
Why did you ban somebody in the Discord?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, that's Tim.
No, Diesel.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. I was like, who the hell did you ban? First one there, Red Rum. And your dad's coming up for Geigerlands, isn't he? Skittles. Awesome.
I feel like that's your favorite saying, Diesel. Fuck, what the fuck?
Hey, who are the COs for Scorched Earth?
That'd be Daddy Tubbs.
I don't know. I think that while Tubbs loved, at the same time he was terrified of being CO. I would just love to see the powerhouse of Beowulf and Tubbs together rocking out the green faction. We don't know who the CO is going to be for Tan yet. I have a couple volunteers. We have to talk with them and everything else to see.
Flip it. We were Tan.
Oh, you guys. Oh, that's right.
We were Tan.
Yeah, we could always. Worst case scenario, we could always put Justin versus Beowulf. Beowulf versus Tubbs.
No, please.
What?
I've been EXO for both of you. I can't choose sides. I just won't be able to come.
All right, that part sounds awkward.
I was gonna say,
I would love to serve under Buck. Are you kidding me? If that was an opportunity, I'd do that gladly, just to screw around and get us war crimes.
Specifically under Buck.
If you guys want me to come back for Scorched Earth as a CO for whatever side, y'all got to talk to that guy up there.
In general.
Oh, I want him back. Don't
Buck, if you go CO, I'll be your XO.
We can work with that.
Wait. You want him to be your CO or XO? No.
You'd be surprised.
I don't think Joker wants me as a CO just yet. I don't want me as a CO
knows,
just
I can
yet.
tighten up.
Huh?
Wiener knows I can tighten up. I can take my shit serious if you want me to.
It could happen.
It could happen.
Hey, what is it? A stop clock is right twice a day, right? We'll definitely talk to a bunch of guys. We'll talk to the staff, see what they're going to do. But we plan to have some more cool stuff for you guys in store for Scorched Earth, like opening up more of the outside the fence. What?
You say Tubbs being outside the fence?
Yeah, that's what I said. Opening up more buildings outside the fence. What?
Oh.
So we have some cool stuff. Now, I know what a lot of y'all want to know about. Y'all want to know about what I was talking about taking over an entire town, an old town. That is still in the works. I had another conversation.
I hadn't had anything until you at least had a contract on the table.
It's exactly. That's why I had another conversation. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to tell you all where it is, what's going on, but I will tell you if we get it, it'll be a Last of Us style game.
Is it as haunted as this place?
Don't know. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, it probably is going to be.
Yep. So if that
I'm putting
happens,
rock salt around my CP, whatever game we're doing, either place. I'm just letting you know.
If it happens, it's going to be the last weekend of September. Is the one that we're going to go for last week?
Or you could do it the first week of September, then it's
No.
my birthday.
I want
we
like
cannot.
a
Nope.
break.
No.
Nope, we can't.
I'll be at Sirius Viking for that. So.
I'll be at Sirius Viking.
God damn it.
Some of you guys from up north to come
They
down
will
and
be
play
at
for
Sirius
me
Viking, except for maybe Carly. I don't know. If
Oh, yeah.
on Chaos Company.
Second
saying.
and third, I believe, is Sirius Viking, right?
Oh, is Irene the last weekend?
What was this? Seriously. What's that?
So you'd probably want to go for 20th or 16th and 17th. Wow, September is going to be packed for you guys then.
Well, it's nothing like May.
That's right,
Yes, I'll be there, Monty. Well, hold on. Let me rephrase. If nothing happens with my mother, I'll be there. Right now, I'm about 80-20. All right. What's up, Oliver? All right. So we have a lot of cool stuff coming up for you guys. What about a brothel? Is that a purchase option?
You can maybe set one up for Geigerlands. It won't be a functioning brothel, but it'll be a brothel, quote unquote.
Yeah, I am going to Irene. When the hell is Irene? Is Irene that first week? That last week? I knew it.
Skips right over the question.
Got to find the burliest bearded dudes or mustache dudes to be in the brothel.
Where is Irene?
That's up in that is the last weekend of September.
The handlebar will be the only thing you'll ever need to grab onto.
That's up in Michigan.
That's Indiana.
It's in Indiana. Sorry, Indiana.
Yes. Yeah, after Geigerlands, I'm not playing anymore until September.
That's lame. What about Bad Blood?
Yeah, what about Bad Blood?
What's Bad Blood?
The really good event up in PA. The one that I told you should go to.
That's only a $60 ticket too, by the way.
$40 if you ride with me and Sin.
I prefer not to blow my brains out before I make it to the AO. Thank you, bud.
You're so rude.
But
save that talk for the hub. I mean, if you bring a hot tub to Bad Blood, then we'll talk.
Tug?
I think it would be a lot better if you nailed it on the first go because I speak English as well.
I speak 3 languages and I fuck all of them up.
I speak 3 languages poorly. If you stay home, your dad's on the off the chamber.
Mark is on valid points here.
Don't encourage him. Why would you just encourage him?
Please.
Nah, Seb, I will be a Bad Blood. It's a lot of fun.
It is. It's a moving spot.
I will actually. I'll bring you on Tribal. Me and Sin are going to be on Tribal. We're going to have a lot of fun.
What is Tribal and Tell Me wearing?
Tribal will be NPC. We wear Hawaiians and anything else you want.
Is there a team that wears multicam black?
Multicam black, that would be
black team.
Yeah, black shirts.
Done. Multicam black it is.
All right, we'll be killing.
Have fun playing
Skittles.
Death Ball.
We're gonna be killing Bash.
Yep. Are you joining? Are you gonna be joining us, Joker? Or are you staying on?
No,
Marxist?
I'm staying on Marxist. I stay on the team I've always gone. Besides, I want another 153 knife kills.
That was his count from last year.
Are you shitting me?
No, he
No.
is not.
How does a fat man move that quiet?
There's 800
No,
people.
it's even better. I
Yeah.
walked into a whole bunch of black shirts wearing solid tan, knifed them all, and then grabbed a hold of the CO.
Wasn't
Beverly
that
Hills
whiskey
Ninja.
at the time?
I guess this is quantity over quality if Mark's getting away with this stuff.
No, it's just that many people.
Yeah,
It's 1,000 players.
1,000 players for the event.
people are not that smart, as we know, with airsoft players. So.
And this is usually a really good entry milsim for a lot of new players. So this is actually how we go in and choose our stocks, so to speak.
That was actually my first milsim, and it's where I bought my gun.
Same.
Yeah, best loadout you ever
No.
had. Since then, it's only gone downhill.
Yeah, because I don't need all that crap.
Glossy Doc Martens.
Don't throw shade at the glossy docs. They're great.
Honestly, I'll give respect to the glossy dots because white has floral dots.
I can hear Sin.
Yes. No, Geiger is not 1,000 players. Bad one is 1,000 players.
I'm wearing solid tan.
I love you.
I'm already dead. That's why I was putting my shit away. I just got shot. You're late.
Know where I was? I was right there.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm alive. Yourself?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Is this walking, knifing people?
Yes.
You're just.
I'll take a trade on that.
They didn't even say anything?
I'm hurt. Help! You're dead.
Oh shoot!
I touched you.
That's the dead blood game where I turned into where I look like I had the measles.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
and
whoa,
can we
whoa,
talk
whoa, 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 whoa. Did he shoot and you slapped the round out?
Yeah.
That was the game where I was covered in head to toe in stickers.
No one asked that
I
question.
looked like in a walking.
That was you?
That was me. I looked
Yeah.
like
Why didn't you introduce yourself, you fucker?
She didn't know you.
I didn't know you. That was me. I was the
Oh,
walking.
right, because you and I started streaming together after that. I thought
Yes.
we had started doing that a little bit before that.
No.
That tracks.
And I didn't realize that was the event. No, I did know that. That was the event I met Casper at. Oh, get the
Here, zombie.
Oh shit, that's Joe! Get the fuck Is that Tinker?
No. Wait, no, I don't think that's.
But you're not going to communicate. Fuck that. We're out of here.
It's not gonna be easy.
But if not, shut the fuck down. Alright. Come on in. Oh, shit. This fucking guy is so sneaky. I can't get away from him. Shit.
Two, three.
I was the zombie king.
Shot!
Yeah, where's the video of that guy?
Shot! I got two of them right
Which
here.
one?
30 seconds down.
Oh, I got it. Hold on, I'll show you. We're all zombies at this point.
They're pinched. Get that one guy. He's pinched. You're a zombie, dude. He touched you. Missed. Oh, no, you didn't hit me. Nothing fired.
Oh, here it is, right here.
Oh, shit, move.
Oh.
That son of a bitch hurt. Cuss a blast. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna walk over here.
I got that on camera.
Oh my God.
That's the Ass Blaster 3000.
I gotta address this one.
One. Your buddy sacrificed you. Good shit. One.
Oh, shit.
There's Skittles. See, I touched
One,
you.
I had 3 shots. I only got hit
you.
once. That's 2.
Don't let Joker throw a knife at you, please, not again.
Please, not again.
Oh, fuck that.
You're gone. Got you. Before I got to you.
Fucking you.
Joker.
Watch who we're playing. You fibber? Watch him. He's a zombie. Guys, watch.
Yo, watch it.
That's not Joker.
No, I'm not, Owen. I caught that one dude because it was like shooting so light. This is why I love Bad Blood so much.
How fast can you move?
Fast enough to dodge all up.
Don't do it. Come on.
Don't do it. Come on. There's Jay Rodriguez.
Oh, fuck. You're lucky, Jay.
Oh, I hit him 3 times halfway before he hit me.
Did he get you?
I hit him
He's
like
good, he's
5
good.
times before.
What's up? You don't have a red rag, though. What's this?
Oh, you look like a person though. Yeah, I can't tell you're a
That's
zombie.
beyond me.
There's like some of the knife kills I was doing. There's the tribals.
How are you gonna not?
Because I'm a very guy.
So people are like, they don't like Bad Blood. But I love this game.
That was Rob.
Oh.
That was one of my guys, Salty.
Those are two
You're
kills
dead.
right there. Three. Oh, you want to show the one where I got Sin? All right.
You're dead.
No!
Anyways, I don't know if they're gonna come back or not, but yeah, I'll find that one real quick and show that one video. This was like what defined for us, like the fun of Bad Blood. Let's see. There we go. Last clip, guys, and then we'll go.
Yep, that's me. You're
No, it's
probably
gonna be
wondering
fine.
how I ended up in this situation.
I'm just sitting here minding my own business. Just watching. Watch this guy right here. Everybody has this guy right here.
You guys are gonna walk off, and I was gonna take your CO out.
Fine. You did.
That was good.
No, I got what you meant.
Let those guys in the tower. Let them get out. We're going this way.
Thank you for not.
No. I'm dead.
Just go walk and get him. Which one? The one with the blue, green beret?
That guy.
Have fun, Tubbs.
Listen, I can drink 151 straight. I can drink it. I'm a man of
Wow. Really?
Don't even do it again.
I like this big guy right here, just watching me shoot everybody.
Did I just shoot you right there? No. You walked right there. I got pretty sure I got you in the leg.
Me?
Her.
You hit me. I did not feel that.
I.
You see him hit me?
I swear. I swear. I'm not gonna, because I would have.
No, I would call it if you hit me. Maybe you hit my shirt.
Can I get your stamp, please?
Sorry, that's
Seriously, why is it all sweaty?
It's in my pocket. Thank you.
No, actually, it was shooting just fine.
No, this is gonna be funny.
That is the PCC9 though, and evidently that was a lot of craziness that happened with that.
I'm dead.
25 kills. So, I wanted that stamp. I always want the stamps. I go for the stamps very much so. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, unless anybody else has anything they want to share or say, talk about the event or anything else, I think it is time for me to go finish more of this screwball here. Go sit back, relax. That stuff is good. Tastes like peanut butter. All right. So let's talk. Go over a couple more things. So what we have coming up as of right now? Beowulf, are you going to Thunderdome?
Not going to be able to make that one, but I have an event coming up this weekend at F13, and then the one at Big Indian Paintball.
Tell about that one.
F13 is Operation Scudbuster. It's going to be a mini Milsim event that starts Friday night and goes through Saturday. We're ending around 5 o'clock. Tickets are available on their website. I will be the green CO or the Iraqi CO for that one. And then also we have New Breed Airsoft's event at Big Indian Paintball in Perry. If you guys haven't checked out that AO yet, awesome field. Which I know somebody in the chat's not going to be there.
In the chat, yeah, there's probably people in the chat.
Yeah,
but there's a guy in the video on the stream that's not going to be there. So I will be at. Well, not just you, Buck. You're not expected to be there, all right? I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be in Texas.
Texas?
Yeah, so on I will be at, what is the first weekend of March? May. Jesus. May 5th through the 7th, I'll be up at Durham, North Carolina for Operation Thunderdome 2 at that mall. For Operation Lion Claws, those tickets are sold out. You can't get them anymore. After that, on May 20th, New Breed Airsoft is having their game, Operation Red Horse, at Big Indian Paintball in Perry, Georgia. Unfortunately, I will be at Airsoft Palooza in Houston, live streaming that event for those guys. So I will be there. Check that out. And then after that, June 2nd through 4th, we obviously have Geigerlands 2, Electric Boogaloo. Come on out, guys. Check it out. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. In addition to then later on that month, towards the end of the month, I believe it's the last weekend of June, is going to be Bad Blood 2024 or 2023. You can get those tickets right on evite.com.
Dates posted are June 23rd through the 25th. If you're not going to be there, you're a bitch. Get good. Show up to Bad Blood. It's one of the best events of the year.
September 1st, Beowulf and I will be at with a lot of the other guys that you've seen on this channel. We'll be at Serious Viking,
Chaos Company
for sure. Gun Truck will be there. Rat-a-tat-tat will be there. Oh, did I show you the toy I got for Rat-a-tat-tat? Let me show the toy.
And I also assume you don't remember I sit on a ball. I don't have a chair. I do have chairs, but I'm choosing not to use them.
Oh, thank God, because I was thinking you were doing something completely different.
Yes, I'm getting absolutely railed right now. Turns
Somebody
out
in the chat
Seb's
earlier
here
said
right
you were
now.
a bottom, but at least you're a power bottom. Oh, is that a
Say
minigun?
hello to my little friend.
You got to name it.
Whore.
The hoe.
She likes spitting on you. She's a spitter, not a quitter.
That's right.
So this will be on the Rat-a-tat-tat. Yeah, so she's got some armament. I'd like to thank Brainerd for the gun. Loki's even like, what the fuck is that? What is that, Loki?
It smells like sex and bad decisions.
Yeah, I gotta fire that one up this weekend to see how well it works. After that, for sure, we're gonna be at we'll also be at Irene. I gotta have a conversation with John Lou about that one. No, I'm not gonna put a whole bunch of Jesus. And then of course the second weekend of November we will have our next game up at the prison of Scorched Earth 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Rise of the Second Sun. No, not Electric Boogaloo. Rise of the Second Sun. Hint, hint, nudge,
There
nudge.
better be a naked cheerleader under that bed. Play for me at serious liking.
So nice. I would love for our XO for our CO to be riding around in one of the vehicles. This is how we roll. Bert.
I'm okay with not having to walk.
And maybe the battle bug will be done in time for that too. So we might actually have 3 vehicles. We got the battle bug, Rat-a-tat-tat, and the gun truck.
I hope the honey badger will be done by then too.
God damn! Imagine that squad just rolling out. Where do we go? Fan out.
Murder everything.
Kill them all. All right, guys. With that being said, I'm Joker from Players Wanted. With me is the Papa Bear himself, Beowulf West, and it's Buck. Until next time, may your BBs fly true.